Hey, we're Dicey Decisions, a group of friends who really like to crack each other up, and sometimes we even do it while we're actually doing what we're supposed to be doing, which is play Dungeons and Dragons. This is our first stream campaign, Finding Purchase. Set in the world of Tal'Dorei Reborn, these crazy characters, and I mean my friends, not just their characters, will be trying to make their way through the heist adventures and the keys from the Golden Vault. Let's meet the cast.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you there. My name's Justin. I can't do this anymore. I'm Justin. I'm a network engineer, and I'll be playing your cleric. I hope you really enjoy our show and get into all sorts of shenanigans with us.
Hi, everybody. My name's Daniel. My preferred pronouns are he, him. By day, I'm a healthcare data analyst and freelance writer. And I've been playing D&D in some form or another since the classic Red Box days, late 1970s, early 1980s. And when I'm not gaming or working or spending time with my lovely wife Leslie, I'm an actor in the local theater community. I count cooking, animated films, and rooting for South Florida-based sports teams amongst my greatest passions. And I will be playing Garrick Stillbraid in our adventures. And I want to thank you all for coming on this journey with us. I hope you have a great time.
Hey everybody, I'm Scott. Preferred pronouns he, him. I'm a college professor, lighting designer, and production manager. I've been playing RPGs since the early 80s and currently involved in far too many campaigns as both a DM or a player. I'm also an avid board game player. Now, when not nerding out with friends, I love to cook and I also love to go hiking. For this campaign, I'll be your DM, and I'm really looking forward to sharing all our dicey decisions with you.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'll be playing Ashrina this campaign. I've only been playing D&D for a couple of years, but I absolutely love it. I'm super excited for you guys to join us on this, what I'm sure will be a chaotic journey.
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm an environmental science teacher on the material plane. I'm so honored to jump into this group with these amazing people, and bringing Sliver to life is going to be a real pleasure and a joy. Thanks for coming with us.
I'm Sean. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Kid the Rogue. I've loved playing games since I was old enough to sneak downstairs to the basement and watch my parents playing Treasures of Tarman on the television, so pretty much my whole life. I'm really excited to have this opportunity to play games and tell stories with my friends and to share that with all of you.
So there you have it. Now grab a beverage of choice, maybe a snack, and enjoy all the dicey decisions that we make as we roll into tonight's episode of Finding Purchase. All right, everybody.
I'm easy.
Jack, it takes one word to make you laugh.
Is it easy?
Super easy.
All right, welcome everybody. Here we are for episode 9 of Finding Purchase. We are Dicey Decisions. This evening and next week we will be without our paladin, Garrick, played by Daniel. We wish him well. And sitting in tonight, we have a guest player, our very own Brandy Schonberg, who has been doing our promotional videos and lots of our PR stuff. We've put her in the hot seat to actually guest play today. Brandy, why don't you tell folks a little bit about yourself?
I'm a middle school teacher and author, and I do a little bit of this on the side. I'm fairly new, so we'll see how well that goes for me. But I'm excited, and I hope I don't kill everybody or get us killed.
Well, you know, if you do, you do.
To you.
So
We'll see.
All right. So when last we met, the clasp agents had entered into a mansion searching for a magical text that was rumored to contain knowledge of contacting beings from another plane. And sure enough, all was not right in this mansion, as they found several instances of magical experimentation going on, and were able to stop the crossing over of a powerful entity known as Krokelmar.
It was a horror show.
It was a horror show. But after defeating the ritual, stopping the ritual, and defeating the mansion owner, Marcus Delphi, the decision was made to set torch to the place, as there was a lot of remnants of evil goings on, and it seemed best to burn the place down. And in doing so, they did. However, the mission was given to them by a scholar from Iman, who sent them wishing to find what was going on, and they are now in process heading back to Iman and traveling overland with another scholar they found in the mansion, as well as a butler who was also a survivor of the goings on there. They have joined with them to travel back to Amman. It is several days on the road. Is there anything in particular during the travel that you would like to, any business you would like to take care of?
I would like you to click long rest so I have all my spell slots back and don't feel like I'm going to die at any moment.
Excellent.
So sleeping, we'd like to, on the 3-day journey,
Sleep at some point.
like one
called sleep.
time at least would be great for all of us, I think.
Excellent. Yes. Fair enough. Yes, you are able to fully sleep, get rest on the road. Travel is safe. No bandit activities like there were on your way up. And in pulling into Amman, Garrick says, I'd like to borrow the cart and take the cleric's body to her family, if that was okay with you all.
I love
Can't
how
have my cart.
I was gonna say, I love how Tarlin doesn't move, but Ashrin is immediately like, my cart, mine.
Got to bring the cart back in one piece.
Of course I will.
To me, not to her.
You
Sure.
can't even drive.
Sure, I will bring it back to you. And he just looks at Ashrina and kind of gives a wink.
I got you. Have fun. Good luck.
Have fun.
I don't think it'll be either of those things, lucky or fun, but I appreciate the sentiment.
I guess that's fair. I changed my statement. Don't die.
Be sad.
Don't die. Be sad.
And he hands you the book. I guess you'll want to take care of this.
Yeah. I give the book to you're the most responsible here.
Who?
Tarlin.
Yes. Okay, good.
I thought she said me.
I'll
I
bring
did
this
too
to
for a
church.
second. I was just like, anybody but me or Sliver would be great. That would be.
You made a great choice, because giving it to any of them, it'll get sold.
Yeah.
It's not true. I don't think I could.
Or
fence it.
lost.
Maybe.
All right, so as you head to, I assume, return the book to the scholar,
Mm-hmm.
I do have a quick question that we have never addressed with anybody. When you were initiated into the clasp, you were given a tattoo. Have you decided where your tattoo of the clasp symbol is? Yeah, if you know, go ahead and tell me.
I didn't get to choose. Mine is directly over my heart on my chest.
Mine is at the base of my neck.
Okay.
It's a lot of pressure.
Underneath all that nice long hair. And it is very faded because I was about 2 when I got it.
Oh my god, I feel like that's illegal.
Sure.
I mean, it is the clasp. There was probably a lot of illegality in my youth.
Do we keep forgetting who we work for?
You know what? That's
It doesn't. There is no legality
It's
involved.
literally adopted by a cutthroat murderer.
Yeah. So as much as I want to say a tramp stamp, Ashrina would have gotten it like on her like inner ankle of her left leg.
Would it be weird if I went all Wakanda and had it on the inside of my lip? No, I would not do that. He would just have it on the back, like left shoulder.
Okay.
Dang, I pegged Charlin for a half face. It's a giant half face tattoo.
Neck, just smack dab here.
Okay. So you make your way back to name Vassal, is that right?
Sliver would like to
Yes.
kind of walk alongside Ashrina and speak quietly with her. Miss Ashrina, hey, I need to talk to somebody about something, and since you're our leader, and you seem kind of nice and understand what's going on, maybe I can talk to you. Would you take something seriously?
I will do my best.
I killed 2 people.
Yeah.
Killed them. I don't want to. I thought I would be. I don't. It's not good. I thought. I didn't know. I don't like it.
I mean, it's probably good that you don't like it, because then I'd have to be very concerned. But also on a serious note, it was out of necessity more than it was out of fun. Like, it's not like you're killing people mindlessly, right? Like, it would have been easy for us to go into that casino and just murder people and get what we wanted, or steal and murder to get everything that, get rich quick type of deal. The fact that you don't feel good about what happened is a good thing. Because it means that you're not a psychopath, first off, which is always great. But it also means that that what you're like, something is wrong. Like, the difference. And I think you just need some help sifting through, knowing when it's necessary and when it's kind of frivolous. I think that's the right word. But like that, those people were doing bad things. Like, they were ready to unleash bad things upon the people. And if you hadn't taken the actions that you did, we could have died. The world could be in a worse position. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. But I liked it that second time. I mean, I thought I did. I don't know what came over me. I charged in and stabbed him in the chest with my bare hands. It was like I thought it's almost like it felt like it was a game until I did that, and then it's hard to I can't describe how it made me feel, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore.
Anger fueled adrenaline is a hell of a drug. And honestly, I get where you're coming from. And I was in your position at one point. It never gets easier. I think you just become numb to it sometimes.
Really, I want to become numb to it. I want to be able to just do the job and get it over with quickly. That's the way I thought it's supposed to go. Like I thought I would have cut throats in that casino, but man, now that I don't know, I vomited a couple times on the way back.
I mean, that's usually how it goes. I'll tell you this. I think you are great just the way you are. I don't think you need to be more cutthroat. I think you having kind of a whimsical, positive outlook on things is good. I mean, you definitely have some areas where you can look at things more realistically. Not everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows, but I think having more of a positive outlook is way better than being like me, who's just jaded for everything.
Is it because Mr. Tarlin's always needling you?
Nah, he's a good guy and he's had it kind of rough.
Oh my gosh, he's the best.
Yeah, he's a good guy. There's just things that have happened in my life that are shitty, and I am just experience a lot more of the shitty side of people's lives than somebody should. But we're working on changing that. Making things a little less shitty. Yeah.
Really?
You've helped me with some of that. We've helped make people who are in shitty situations, we've helped them in some part better their situation.
I don't feel like I'm any better than any of the people that we stopped, but I don't know. I'm just, I'm in a weird place.
Yeah, I get it. You're not unleashing eldritch horrors. You're not calling upon crazy, mouthy gods to destroy things.
But maybe I just didn't know I could. That's pretty cool that people can do that. I mean, I don't want them to, but man,
no, it is not.
Shit out there.
It is not cool. Not cool.
The fact that you can reach out and anyway, yeah. Hey, would it be okay if I talk to you every once in a while if I feel like I need to?
Yeah, of course. I cannot promise that I have the best outlook on things or the best advice for things, but I'm happy to hear you out and try and help you through what you're feeling.
Thanks. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna go talk to Kid or Garrick. They're practically my age. They don't. I gotta be different around them, I kneel down and very, very awkwardly, like almost try to give you a hug and then don't like. It's okay.
You don't.
pat you on the back.
You don't have. Don't kneel.
Okay.
That's kind of. That feels not good.
Well, I can't reach you from up here. Anyway, thanks.
We'll figure
I'm
that
sorry.
one out.
I'm sorry. I made it worse. Maybe I can lift you up and put you on a box.
Nope. Do not pick me up. Don't pick me up. That's
okay.
that's
then
even
you can
worse.
hug my knee, pat your head.
How
I don't know.
small do you think I am?
Well, you're like 4 feet tall, right?
3.
Are you like 8
3
feet
feet
tall?
tall?
Why are your knees like?
No, I'm 5.5 feet tall at least.
Yeah. So I can like. You know what? We'll figure
Waist?
out the hugging another day.
Maybe we don't need.
bit of
I'm
time.
sorry. We probably don't need to. Okay. Yeah. Good talk. Thank you.
We'll just pat him on the back and be like, you know what? We can hand hug. Have you ever hand hugged before?
No. Can I? Show me.
Okay. Hand up.
Yeah.
And I'll put my hand against his and just take my thumb and wrap it around the back of his hand. Hand hug.
Ooh.
Pat. Okay. There you go.
If I ask somebody on a date, can I ask them to hand hug? Do you think?
No.
Youth group.
Are you listening to us, Tyler?
No, but I had to make a comment that
Justin just couldn't contain himself any longer.
I would love to have him just have been walking right next to us all. Very awkwardly walk away.
Don't hand hug your dates.
Don't hand hug your not without consent.
Consent.
Get affirmative, positive consent for any.
Oh my gosh, I'm sweating so bad.
Oh my god.
So travel back to Amman happens, no problems, and you make your way to Valis Telestrome's residence, where he said to bring the book if you were to retrieve it, reminding you all that he was hopeful that you would be able to rescue his friend from whatever was influencing him.
To be fair, we did.
I'm just reminding you of that because it was several sessions ago.
He is perfectly and completely free of all extraplanar influences. We have solved
I'll do the talking.
that problem.
Please no.
I'm the face.
I think he's got this one.
Yeah.
When you knock on the door is answered not by the older gentleman who you remember, but by a red-skinned tiefling carrying a stack of books who answers the door. Brandy, would you like to describe your character?
Kaleri is a tiefling. She's very into her books. She's constantly pushing her glasses up against her nose, and looks a little bothered, having had to interrupt whatever she was doing and open the door. Like, why
we are
you
vexing.
here? You are vexing, very. And I'm sorry, can I help you?
I look at Tarlin.
You
Mr.
said you were
Tarlin.
talking.
Oh, hi. Hi.
How can I help
We're
you?
here to see Mr. We're here to see Mr. Alistair. We brought something for him.
Is he expecting you?
Oh yeah, he wants to see what we've got.
He's asked us to retrieve a particularly rare volume from a friend of his.
A rare volume.
Yeah, he's got something for us. We got something for him. He definitely wants to see us.
And I'm completely ignoring him, and I'm focused on the rare volume conversation because that's my language.
Yeah.
And I just sort of look past Sliver, and I'm engaging the kid at this point. Like nobody else is there because you're speaking of a book.
I just kind of give Tarn a little nudge. Book. Book.
Reach into my backpack, and pull out the large book, and says, "This is for him."
And I can't help it, but my hand kind of is reaching for it.
No.
This one's probably from the restricted shelf.
I am the librarian for the restricted shelf, sir.
Perfect.
Insight, I don't believe her.
You know what? I recently got
Silvery barbs.
expertise in insight.
This lady's
Natural one, so
stereo that was.
Stereo that ones for the first roll of the night.
we totally believe her.
Yes, librarian for the restricted section. Absolutely.
Here's the book. Can you take him to it? Take us to him, please.
You know what? You're acting on his authority. We don't even need to see him. We believe you.
Oh, Dan pointed it out. I'm a halfling.
You are a halfling.
It is way funnier to have stereo nat ones.
12.
She is not misspeaking, although she is not divulging everything.
Mm-hmm. If you would kindly take us to him so that we can discuss payment and the details of the assignment he sent us on.
I just give them my best. Follow me. And I open the door and invite them in.
So as they go
Mr.
past...
Tarlin. Mr.
What?
Tarlin, I didn't really think you were going to let me speak. Thanks, man.
As they go past, Kalhiri, please make a perception check.
Okay. Let's see.
Oof.
Not great.
Not great, Bob.
What'd you get?
I got a 2.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
I mean, to be fair, she got a 3 on the die.
Well, this is
That makes
It's because she tilted her glasses down, like she
Right,
she
right.
couldn't see anymore.
attitude got me. Yeah.
So
story of my life.
Miss Librarian, I'm
Kaliri.
interested. Kalhiri. Okay. I'm oh my god, I forgot my name. I'm Shrina.
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure.
I'm interested in a book I saw semi-recently called Tusk Love.
And I just look away for a moment with a little bit of a smirk. That is also in the restricted section. And you're in love. Would you like to borrow it?
Can I?
We'll see.
Yes, I would love to.
I'll add
Is it
your
good?
name to the list.
By restricted section, she means her room.
Under the mattress, just wedged in by the headboard.
No, I think hers would just be under the pillow,
Yeah, dog-eared, notes in the margin.
No, you don't dog ear. You use colored coded sticky notes.
Tabs. It's tabs.
He is a librarian, so she will have a system.
And I will not dog ear. No.
That is sacrilegious.
So you are led into Vassal's study. He is there and he sees you. Oh, friends, you are back. You are missing someone.
We're back. We are successful as usual, and we have exactly what you tasked us to do. We are probably the most capable group that you've ever had to take under your employ, no doubt. Everything is
Tarlin
copacetic.
sets the book on a table and just sits down and does this.
And he says, "You're missing your paladin. Where is Garrick?"
He's burying the cleric.
She was dead then.
Yes.
She was very headlessly
When we got there.
dead.
Before we got there.
We swear.
Calhiri, please take a note that I need to send money to her family for funeral arrangements.
Yes, sir.
He took the cart and is on the way to perform those rites now. That's why he's gone.
That is very noble of him.
We can bring the money to him.
Insight check.
It's like the one person who's actually being honest about it in our whole group.
I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one to roll because I'm not lying.
You don't have to roll anything if you're not lying.
Meanwhile, both Kid and Ashrina are like,
We should try this honesty thing more often.
Well,
Definitely make sure that money makes it to the right place.
may I see the book and can you please tell me what is the fate of my friend Marcos?
That's a more complicated conversation, one that may not be suitable for mixed company.
I'm sorry, for what?
Oh,
Mixed company, he said.
Thank you. I'm going a little deaf in one ear. I just wanted to make sure I heard him properly.
you can say anything
Doubling down.
in front of Calhiri. She is one of my most esteemed colleagues, and I am her mentor. I have been for several years, but she is a trusted confidant of mine.
And I'm standing behind him again like this.
It's no disrespect. It's the business we're in is very delicate.
Yeah, I swing my yarding out in front of me.
Well,
you want to hear what I'm working on?
The Ballad of Marcos Delphi.
Never mind.
You know what,
Mr. Tarlin? I think Mr. Tarlin, you should take this one. It's not ready.
Okay. Well, when it's ready, I would love to hear it. Please never be ready.
So this whole time I've actually been studying all of you very carefully, and I've been just really focusing on Kid with my
With
class.
your two, you've learned a lot.
Well, if you are doing a thorough investigation, you may make an investigation check.
But I don't want to. Okay.
investigate.
14.
So you catch in as Kid is settling into a chair and dusting off a little bit. Kid's hair is kind of brushes to the side, and you catch a very familiar looking tattoo on the base of his neck. It is faded, but you definitely make out that he is a member of the clasp.
Okay.
Now I need to ask you, Calhiri, where is your tattoo?
I tuck my hair behind my ear, and it's just peeking out from under the edge of it, right behind my ear on that soft part of my neck.
Okay. The party can make a perception check to see if you caught her symbol as you guys are settling into this conversation.
19.
Another natural one.
23.
That's 2 for 2 rolls of natural ones.
Ashrina is thinking,
Welcome to my world.
Ashrina has her mind on Tusk Love right now. That's
Tusk
all.
Love and
so
Gnome
excited.
Depot.
21.
She's already shopping for the false bottom stuff for the cart. In her head.
However, Sliver and Kid and Tarlin all catch the clasp symbol behind the librarian's ear under her hairline.
And I just smile. You can go on.
Oh,
This is
I
going to
kinda
be a
relax inside.
difficult conversation.
I was afraid as such. I am prepared.
I don't think you are.
He points to you and points to the cabinet where he keeps his liquor.
I'll go open the cabinet. I'll take care of it, guys. Pull out a couple of fancy-looking bottles and balance them under one arm and try to
Yeah,
get some glasses.
This is
Piled up.
really great to get the 15-year-old to pour the drinks who's never, ever done this, ever. I love this.
Isn't that
Fumble
every
them
kid's
onto the-
first job for their parents is to
Exactly.
be the beer fetcher?
Correct.
I fumble them all onto the same table as the book and almost spill one and catch it and arrange the glasses. Okay, do I pour like a whole glass of this stuff?
He just holds his two fingers up that much.
Oh, okay. All right. So I pour everybody, and I'm holding one myself, handing them out.
I wave yours off because I've set my books down and I've pulled one out of the middle that is a false book, and I pull a flask out for myself.
Oh, I take Kalhiri's
Go ahead.
drink.
Okay. And I'm looking at Mr. Tarlin out of the very corner of my eye, just hoping he doesn't say anything.
Mr. Delphi was engaging in cult activity. He was very close to bringing a being of the far realm across. He was worshiping a being of eyes and mouths, and he ended up attacking us, and unfortunately he perished in the scuffle. He kind of got stabbed through the heart from the back repeatedly.
It was an accident. We tried not to hurt him.
No.
We were able to.
It wasn't.
We were able to get his butler free of the corruption, but he was doing alchemical experiments and arcane transformations on his staff and friends. We burnt the mansion to the ground when we left.
I just mutter
another-
good riddance under my breath.
Another one of your compatriots, I can't remember the other scholar's name who we rescued, but is part of the same club, I guess. Can't remember his name.
Apparently, I didn't take a note on it.
Yeah, it was very close to the end of the session. It was getting late.
Mm-hmm.
Was his name Zalamorphous?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
with us.
Yeah, he was also in attendance with Marcos, and we did manage to get him out of the mansion as well.
I will have him over for drinks and discuss what he knows as well. Perhaps he will know best how to handle the information that is in that tome. We will probably destroy it.
I was going to say, I understand that this is a house of knowledge, but we learned that fire works really, really well on mansions. I bet you it works really well on that book, too.
Is there anything else you took from the house?
Just the butler.
Tarlin looks at everyone and...
Nothing.
Burned it to the ground.
I show him my open bag. There's nothing in there.
Oh, no. We didn't take anything.
Burned it to the ground.
I'm not sure I believe them.
You shouldn't.
I rolled a 21 deception.
Wow. Wow.
You just rolled another nat one. Are you?
You described to me exactly why you were so distracted.
Oh my god. I'm just like, I'm down. Like, I'm on like some paper just doodling like all of the
Tusk
schematics
love.
for my
Writing Tusk Love over and over and over again. Fan
was
fiction.
the hug,
Tusk
wasn't
Love
it?
fan fiction.
Can't stop thinking about the hug.
The
I thought it was closer.
Shrina's just
right in front of her.
writing down all of the schematics and like dimensions for this false bottom she wants to put into the cart, but also trying to figure out how she can install a reading light so that while she's driving this cart on our next adventure, she can read Tusk Love and is just so distracted. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna take nothing.
Yes.
Nice.
It's pretty obvious that they have other things from said mansion to you, Kalhiri. So
I'm just gonna look at them and give them the look.
Fine.
I'd be surprised if they haven't stolen something from this very room already.
he just looks around.
You say that to him?
I take the pen out of my pocket.
I see.
Listen, all I took was
I take Tusk Glove out of my pocket.
listen, I do have a really cool owlbear rug in this bag, but I can't give it to you.
I don't really care if you took some valuables. I was wondering
Oh,
more if you
okay.
had any evidence.
Oh, like a tadpole. No, we didn't take any.
Oh, actually, I did take a bunch of vials. Just hand them over the random capped vials I took from the tadpole room.
Okay.
I don't know what any of these are.
The weird alchemical nonsense.
Uh-huh.
So I just give them all of the vials of random liquids that I took from the pantry.
There are several items in the party sheet that need
Mhm.
to be dealt with that you guys might jog
Yeah.
some memories as well.
There's also the matter of all the headless corpses, that we.
And Tarlin unfurls the star map section that he cut off the wall, and it was focused on this area. I haven't had a chance to look into this. It's not my area of expertise. I think they're stars.
They are. That is.
You're only worried about one star, right?
Me?
The Dawnfather? No.
Oh, right, the sun. Yes.
This is a constellation known as the Great Snake. This might.
Oh yeah, the thing he was trying to turn into a real thing had like a worm head. In case that's important.
Well, I will take this up with Zala. I am glad he is safe. Thank you for bringing him back. And if you hear from Marcus's butler, please, if there's anything I can do for him as well.
Well, I offered him a position at my inn, but you probably have the funding and resources necessary to provide him a decent lifestyle. He would mostly be homeless if you were to work for me.
Well, that's terrible. You should fix that. People should get paid a living wage.
I would, except one of my tenants keeps stealing everything and breaking things.
Oh.
Never
it's a
pays
real
rent.
problem.
Can you evict them?
Rent. Unfortunately, I cannot evict them. It's a
that you?
nepotism thing.
It's a nepotism thing.
A friend of a friend kind of forced it upon me, so I'm stuck with a rowdy tenant that constantly breaks my things and takes them and doesn't pay their rent on time.
Hey, I offered to bring you back those moldy bags of flour.
It's her.
This is disgusting. You drink this? Disgusting.
I pull the list out where I have written Ashrina's name down for Tusk Love and just mark through it.
It's just,
just starts crying. Just big, fat, like alligator tears at the corner of her eyes.
If you would like, I will send him your way. Otherwise, you can find him at the Bright Vagabond. That's where I'll be at least putting him up for as long as I can.
You know, you could job sponsor him. You give Tarlin the money to pay him, and then he works at the tavern and gets valuable experience.
Interesting.
I could probably find a job for him too if he didn't mind bending rules every once in a while. But if he worked for that guy, I could probably get him a job.
Well, I don't really want to know all the details of bending rules and
Neither
those
do
kind of
I.
Oh, I wouldn't tell you that.
But
That one
In
sip
the-
went right to his head.
in the I owe you some coin.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Reaches behind his desk, pulls out a small chest, and begins counting out
Nice
coin.
chest.
And each of you.
Normally we don't say that in polite company, Sliver.
And he looks around and he goes to Tarlin. He gives Tarlin 2 shares, and he says, "I assume you will get one of these to your friend Garrick."
Of course.
And so you each are given 250 gold pieces. And I will distribute that.
Thank you. Hey, thank you, Mr. Alistair. Hey, if you need us to do more jobs, we can. We'll get them done.
I appreciate that, but I'm hoping that my life gets a little more normal.
Yeah, sorry about your friend. He, at the very last moment, it was almost like his face changed a little bit. Garrick
Stop
was
talking.
Oh,
Thank you.
What? No, tell me.
Yes, do tell.
Go on.
I mean, all right. I'll. When I killed him, he looked
He kind
happy
of
about
winces
it.
for a second, but he understands.
He looked pleased about it, as though he were freed of a terrible burden.
That is at least of some comfort to me.
I just look
I
and
look at Tarlin. See?
I just sort of
That's
mutter
not what
under
you were
my
going to
breath.
say.
I mutter under my breath. I knew it.
Did you, ma'am, did you know the Mr. Marcus, what's his face? Delphi?
I did.
Oh, sorry. I guess I can drink another sip and spit it out to him too.
Please don't.
If you need me to.
It's not necessary.
To
You don't
Marcus.
have to drink that.
I don't think I will.
Good. I'll take his cup too.
There you go. And Miss Ashrina, you might have to teach me how to drink this crap.
No, you can just give it to me.
Here you go.
You're calling her Lushrina.
Remember, she's 3 feet tall and all of like 24 pounds.
Oh, she's
Look,
only 3 feet tall. Oh.
There is no replacing experience. All right.
Shrina's got a hollow leg.
Yeah. At least one.
If you need of us in the future, you can at least find me in the Bright Vagabond. You'd probably find her at some points.
I'm also in the market a lot.
Well, I appreciate you. My assistant Calhiri will show you out.
Thanks.
Follow me.
Should we keep in touch?
If he needs you, he'll find you.
Okay.
So now that I've been
okay.
now that I've been paid, can I just buy a copy of Tusk Glove?
You
Works.
totally could.
You can look somewhere in the market for that. This is a library.
Damn.
But
Fine.
but for enough coin, and I just reach under my long robe and I pull out what looks like a pretty worn copy. I'll let you borrow mine.
Personal pocket copy.
It's a dime back
Illustrated.
novel.
It's a little mini. No.
Every other page
It's
is
the
stuck
comic.
together.
Comic book version.
The graphic novel.
The graphic.
Yeah.
The
It
illustrated
sounds like a
version.
very graphic novel.
The graphic novel.
I might take you up on that.
You know where I am.
Maybe we can do some partner reading later.
Buddy reads. We call those buddy reads.
Buddy reads. Sure. I've not ever had someone who knows how to read hang out with me.
It's refreshing, isn't it?
It really is.
Fuck you.
You can't hear me. Go away.
I'm flirting. Fuck off.
So as you open the door for them to leave, leaning on a cane across the street, half in shadow, is your master, Sliver.
Yeah, you're the only one that knows.
Kalhiri, you also recognize this person as a high-up agent in the organization.
Oh, I probably would.
Jack, would you like to describe what your master looks like?
Sure. He's a small man. From what little of his skin he actually shows, it's kind of a swarthy, darker color. He shows a pronounced limp, which I know does not hinder him at all. He's very nondescript. His clothes look just the littlest bit shabby on purpose. Every detail of his of the way he looks and acts is manicured to perfection to disappear into the crowd except for his limp. If you study his face, it's like he knows you're looking at him, like your eyes burn him. He'll turn away. He's always moving slightly, so you can't get a great look at him. But he has medium length, medium dark hair, brown eyes, kind of maybe like a pugilist face, like his nose may have been broken, but not badly. He's very, very, very average looking. But fuck, this guy's good.
As he catches your eye and he sees that you are with a group, he flashes some thieves' cant, which you all recognize. Important mission now. Follow.
Do I notice that anybody notices?
Give me a perception check to see if you notice if they saw that. Because it's very feasible that you would think that that would be a message directly to you.
Or not. 7.
We are inscrutable.
I'm too short to see my eyes.
You cannot find my screws.
I don't know if they saw that, so I say, hey, everyone, serious business. Follow me, quick. And hopefully with my tone, they understand that I'm actually very serious right now. So I walk across the street very nonchalantly, but very purposefully, if that makes sense.
And I pick up on the fact that he's reacted to what I've seen and kind of put pieces together. So I pretty quickly trail behind and I don't pay attention to the rest of them.
Okay. So
Tarlin's shoulders just kind of
Tusk Glove
slump.
goes back inside. So
Tarlin's shoulders just kind of slump and he trods towards it.
Kid will note with some surprise that the librarian is following us.
Yeah.
well, now you are following the librarian, to be clear. The librarian is following the teenager.
Right, yeah. And I just kind of like raise an eyebrow and sort of like glance at Ashrina and Tarlin like And
yeah.
Listen, she's got the book I want.
She's in fact down with the sickness.
Your Sliver, your master, heads into a restaurant and greets the maitre d' of the restaurant, shakes their hand, and is led directly to a private room in the back.
Oh, maitre d', this is a fancy restaurant.
It is a nice restaurant. You are in the educated district. What was that district called? Oh, pull up my map of Amman.
Where we read Tusk Glove.
At the dinner table.
The Tusk Quarter.
This
This
was around the Cerberus assembly.
Yeah,
Say again?
You're in the erudite quarter, which is the
Right.
upper class quarter of town.
Yeah, that's what I said, right?
Okay.
Right.
I hold the door open and make sure everybody comes in and make sure I follow everyone back, making sure they go.
Do you think he'll buy us dinner?
Of course, just walk, just go, don't question it.
I'm still a little like following, but slightly sort of not shook, but kind of like, okay, hold on. I know I saw him. I know who he is, and you saw him. So I'm still just kind of
as I walk by, I'm like, come on, librarian, let's go.
As you open the door to the back room, you see he is settling down at a table, pouring from a pitcher of water, a glass. His cane is leaned up against his chair. Sit.
I'll sit and pour myself some water. I've had like 3 drinks. I really need some.
I kind of lean back against the door.
Sit down, goddammit.
How can we help you, sir?
Well, fortuitous you are all together. I have heard great things.
From who?
Kind of nods towards Sliver.
You talk about us?
What? The rain?
Yeah.
Says, our organization has a very important task for you all.
Don't they always?
There is a
range in importance, but
there's a very rich clan of dwarves from Craghammer who have had their family wealth stolen out from under them. And we know where the wealth is.
Not in Craghammer, I hope.
No.
Okay, good.
Where the wealth is isn't of your concern and isn't part of this mission. That will be another team.
Okay.
We know where the wealth is, we just can't get in. We need the key.
Okay.
And the key is held by a person. And that person is in prison. So, ever hear of Revel's End?
I'm gonna pretend yes, because I bet I have, but no.
With a 9
Have
history
we?
check, I probably have heard it, but not much else.
Holy shit. I don't know what's happening.
18.
Drunk.
I probably have heard
He's
it.
a lush.
Kid, you probably have known someone who's been to Revel's End. Revel's End
rolled
is
a
the
10.
highest security prison in all of Taldore.
Oh yeah, that I definitely know that. Yep. For
It is
sure.
where the big bads of the big bads get sent when they get caught. He says, there's a prisoner there known as Prisoner 13. They have the key to
Is that
get to
not
this
fuck?
wealth.
None.
They stole this wealth from this clan. They
Oh my.
backstabbed. They cheated them. And they swindled the money out from under them. They were caught. And the powers that be put them behind bars. The clan has spent lots of resources trying to get to this prisoner, to no avail. And they won't stop trying until they do, because the sum of money is quite extensive. Our organization wants their hands on that money. So you all are going to jail.
So we have not been hired by the Dwarven clan then.
Oh no. No, this is for us.
I'm too
And he
pretty
says
for
us
jail.
very, very specifically.
Oh, are you coming with us?
So I assume that given the nature of this prison, you have an idea of how we might leave again. Normally when you go there, I don't believe you get out.
Well, my intent isn't to send you as prisoners. We have operatives who have been working towards infiltrating Revel's End for years because, well, what if one of our important members were to get caught? We'd want to figure out a way to get them out, right? So,
Yes, master.
there's a guard rotation. There is a rotation of laborers. So, depending on which you would prefer, you will be replacing either a guard or a laborer, kitchen staff, as it were. As he looks you up and down, he's looking at your arms and armor. The guards wear specific armor. So those of you who are armor inclined can choose to go as a guard. Those that are not so heavily armored will have to pass off as cooks.
Fine, heavily
Or-
armored? Is that more than light armor, essentially? Is that
Yes.
what? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Like you can hide your light armor underneath the laborer's outfit.
Yeah. I just wanted, I didn't know if you were qualified.
But Tarlin's armor is probably heavier, I believe.
Chain shirt, yeah, medium armor.
Yeah. And the other option would be to smuggle you in, but that would only work for these two. And he points to the two shorts.
I like it.
Sharina says, smuggle me.
So the person I said, prisoner 13, who knows how to open this vault, is rotting away in this prison.
Is the
They
key
have-
a physical object? Is it something this person knows?
I believe you're going to have to find the information out from them.
Perfect.
So you're going to have to question them. How you do that is going to be up to you. If you need to break them out of the prison, so be it. I can get you in, and I can provide you with a few other useful tricks. And he pulls a stone out of his pocket. It is a sapphire the size of a small orange, and he places it on the table. He waves his hand over it, and the glowing blue gem shoots up an image, like a holographic image of the prison.
Well, that's fucking convenient.
I'm already scribbling notes. I'm feverishly trying to capture every piece of information I can get.
Absolutely. Give me 1 second. Just
I have to get Tarlin to teach me how to be a cook.
I have a book.
Is it the Tusklove cookbook?
Maybe.
so when he shoots the image up, you all see this.
Ooh.
So these cells are highlighted in red. They are covered in a permanent anti-magic field.
I have a question.
Yes.
How do anti-magic fields work for extra dimensional pockets?
I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't either.
Okay, I'm gonna leave my purse behind.
The yellow path is the patrol route for the guards from their station. The route that they walk is the dashed lines there. All doors and hatches are sealed with an arcane lock spell that the prison staff can bypass. I will provide you with a means to also bypass those arcane locks.
That's useful.
Yeah, otherwise, I mean, we wouldn't make very good staff if we couldn't walk around.
While a lock is suppressed, its image will turn green and the lock will remain suppressed for 1 minute until you suppress another lock. So realize that you won't be able to just leave things unlocked behind you, if that makes sense.
Highly coordinated. It has to be highly coordinated.
Then
Master,
we're
is
not
the
gonna succeed.
Is the entrance through the docks? Is there other ways in or out?
There is an
Or is the
entrance.
entrance to the
There's an entrance
south?
to the south as well.
Am I seeing this right? The cells, this is Justin asking, the cells are on the 3rd floor. First floor is barracks. Second is the trial office warden. Then this floor, and then the tower roof.
No, this would be the first. This would be the. I believe this is the ground floor of the tower.
So it's one of those weird
It might be
elevators that has a G
subterranean.
and a 1.
Yes. Yes.
Would I have any other knowledge of this place given my researching background?
You can give me a history check.
15.
You would definitely have some knowledge of this place. It has definitely been when the Tal'Dorei Council was formed, and they had prisoners of war that they needed to deal with, and some of the first prisoners in this place were war criminals from when basically when the current government was founded. This is located, you would know this, that Revel's End is a big secret of where it actually is, but you would know that it is actually located on the coast just northwest of Fort Daxio, which is which is a large military training complex for Tal'Dorei in the mountains to the northwest.
So it's a little bit of a journey, and it's
It is in the frozen tundra of the mountains.
not a pleasant journey. And you all are going to need more clothing.
I will provide you with some clothes. And depending on how you wish to go, I can help with some transportation.
Our cart is out of commission right now.
We have to rotate in with whatever work complement we're being part of, right? So we'll be, we'll get funneled into the prison. Right?
If that's the way you wish to go in and not. I mean, that's an option. Yes.
I mean, the other, you didn't offer the smuggler's route to any of us, so I'll be taking one of the.
We can smuggle the two of them in.
Right.
Because they can fit in a box of supplies. You're small.
Thanks. I've never been told that.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm saying I have a means to get the two of you in a box if you wish.
Consider it an advantage.
It may be an advantage, it may not. Who knows once you're inside?
I was more just questioning the logistics. Who would be carrying the box? How would the box be transported?
It is my understanding that as supplies show up with shipments, with contingencies of new guards and new staff,
we can accompany the boxes as if we were part of that resupply.
What do we know about Prisoner 13?
What is known of Prisoner 13 is they were a trusted agent of Clan Axebreaker until she betrayed their fortune.
See.
Is she a dwarf also?
She is a dwarf.
So we could theoretically smuggle her out the same way we smuggle the littles in?
Do we want her, or do we just want the key?
Well, the key's in her head. If we have to get her head out of the prison attached.
Do I recognize the clan? I missed
what make deadheads talk too, but it's kind of messy.
The Clan Axebreaker?
Yes. Being from that area.
Yeah. Well, give me I guess that would also be a history check.
From one end to the other, natural 20 for a 21.
Nice. Yes, Clan Axebreaker is a highly political family involved in the rulership of Craghammer. They are separatists. They do not like the fact that Craghammer is becoming so diverse.
So I would not let them. considering I'm not a dwarf.
Well, right, sure.
So it's a
They
kind of
wouldn't like
racist.
you for sure.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. And so, okay, to make sure I'm understanding correctly, we're trying to get their fortune back, or we're just trying to get their fortune?
No,
We're trying to get their
We're trying to
fortune.
beat them to their fortune.
Perfect. I'm on board. Cool. And so this person who has the key is, how are they related to that clan? I think I don't know if I missed it or
They were a trusted agent working for that clan, and that they betrayed the clan and funneled all of their money away.
perfect.
We know where they funneled it to. We just can't get in.
Perfect. I don't necessarily care about killing them. Just saying these people
Remember-
fucking suck. So
We only care about killing this person if the key is intangible and we need them to speak about it. But actually, like I said, there are ways around that also with enough clerics.
It's another classic re-stealing case.
I do love a
Well-
lot of re-robbing. This is just a little bit more complicated.
It is complicated.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this.
Why?
Is it because we were going to put you in a box?
No, it's it feels as though we're being hung out to dry. And no disrespect intended, I know you've raised a fine son, I guess.
He is not my son.
Ooh,
Ouch.
just pat Sliver on the shoulder.
Oh no, I
fine.
didn't like to hear that either.
You've raised a fine sliver.
You're setting us up to retrieve a key, but that's our extent of the mission. Where's the trust that we can also retrieve the money? We would have to bring the key to the location anyway. Why do you need two teams? Why is this more complicated? Something is off, and I feel as though there's something you're not being forward with.
Things are a little more complex as your journey in our organization advances. You will know that it is a lot more cellular for protection reasons. I simply need you to get me this information. This might be a physical key. This might be information of where the physical key is. This might be a lullaby that you have to sing outside the door to the vault, for all I know. What I know is that Prisoner 13 knows how to get into that vault. And I know how to get you in front of Prisoner 13.
But do you know how we get out?
Well, I assume you could, if you're going in as guards and you maintain your ability to perform your duties as guards, you would rotate out when you rotated out.
Is there a timeline for retrieval?
Well, like I said, this dwarven clan is trying their darndest to figure out the same riddle we are.
How long do the guard rotate? Like, how long are we stuck there is the question.
It's a good question.
How long do we have to maintain our cover?
It would be a week.
And if we did need to get prisoner 13 out, is there a way that we could smuggle her out? Like, if we smuggled the shorties in, how would they get out, right?
I mean, I would assume that the difficulty of getting them out of there is it's a prison. It's designed not to let anyone
You're not
get
making a
out.
very good case.
I mean, I don't need you to smuggle this person out. If you feel you need to, you have to figure that out.
I'm not worried about smuggling that person out. What about
it.
these
Terry-
people?
I can go in as a cook. Just because I'm short doesn't mean I can't work.
That's very true.
Fair.
I guess
do
that's what
not
I'm trying to
have to
figure
take
out.
the
Like
option of-
if we took that option, it doesn't sound like there's any guarantee that there is an exit route on the other end of that
Exactly.
option.
I'd rather
You see him
not have-
smile when you say that, and he says, "Perhaps you have brains enough to pull this off."
Nah, let's not get
I-
ahead of ourselves.
I take great offense.
Master, may I ask a question or two?
Of course.
As you know, I've never been to prison, thanks to you. But just guessing here, guards that have been on rotation for a week or 2 weeks or however long, they're going to be like really, it's almost like they're in prison and they're going to be really wanting to get out. So they may be swayed, do you think, by maybe promises of certain, like, could we maybe bribe them or make them seem like there's something for them if they look the other way, or lure them away with, like, I'm just thinking there's something that they would really want that would alleviate the boredom. Maybe, does that sound possibly like something that may be true?
I don't really know the ins and outs of the daily lives of these guards in that manner. It is my understanding of the nature of people is that many can be corrupted.
Thank you, Master.
Can you get us in by waterway to the dock?
Absolutely.
There's a hospital right off of the dock.
Well, that dock goes to an elevator that goes up 160 feet to the entrance. The dock is down a cliff.
Isn't that where probably a lot of their cargo comes in, though?
Yes. Absolutely.
You know, since I'm going to be a cook, I could just we could just wheel a box out to the ship, like we're getting rid of trash or goods or, shipping something out. Yes, Sliver. What is it?
Oh, Master, may I ask another question?
Of course.
Thank you. Do we have a contact on the inside? Is there someone who could help us once we're in? You have a mole?
I do not.
Do we have anything on the warden? Any background information? Any levers to pull there? Because if we maybe know his name, I can find some things out about his family or... Sorry, Mr. Tarlin. I mean, yeah, I can find things out about his family and possibly use it as leverage.
What I know about the warden is that the warden is a is a woman. She is a practitioner of the arcane arts. And she takes her job extremely seriously. I don't know that she would have anything that you could leverage that she would care about more than doing her job, which is keeping dangerous criminals behind bars. And again, you don't have to. If you can get this information, you just
Sure.
need to leave with the information.
Yes, Master. Thank you.
This may simply just be a conversation. It may not.
Do I have access to any kind of information about the anti-magic field?
Check.
I've never been to prison.
No.
Be refreshing to see it from the other side of the bars.
Oh,
The youngster wants to say something.
Well, I look over at
sorry, guys. I
everyone
need a
else.
minute to look up something.
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
problem.
While the master's looking through his notes, I look at you guys and say, if we can find the name of prisoner 13, that person must have a family. Find
That's
their
not
names and
necessarily true.
we can promise them things. Maybe not. Maybe, but it's an idea.
Don't you feel like somebody inside Revel's End would really care most about their freedom above all else?
Promise them freedom. Don't free them. You know.
But we could make our best effort to do that.
I mean,
Promise
do you
them their
have
death
to?
is
I feel like
simple and painless.
it's the right thing to do.
You think
Release a
breaking
criminal?
someone?
No, getting them out, and at least if we're going to ask for information, do something in return.
They're a
They can have a second helping of mashed
criminal.
potatoes.
Yeah.
Yes, they're criminals. Terrible. Awful
I'll
stuff.
give them. I'll sneak them like a shank in their potatoes or something. I don't know, but
No.
maybe a criminal on the street is not the right.
I love
I think maybe
your morality here. Getting a dwarven prisoner from this particular place that I hate out of prison is definitely not the move.
But I will arm them so they can kill other people in jail.
So to answer your question about the anti-magic fields, spells and other magical effects, except those that are created by an artifact or a deity, would be suppressed in an anti-magic field and can't protrude into it.
So, would my patron give me more access?
How so?
You said deity. I just didn't know if that qualified, if that was a workaround.
The workaround would be you would have to get your patron to show up and do it themselves, which is not likely to happen.
So you're saying that Dawnfather is not going to break in with us?
Well, I'm not. Anything's possible.
you may certainly try.
He says,
I'm not going to call you the master. What is your, at least, title?
No, what's your name?
I don't necessarily have to know your name, but I'm not calling you the master. How do I address you?
Who calls me the master?
This kid.
That one.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh,
That makes sense. But I mean, you may call
That's
me
literally the only person we've ever heard discuss you before.
You may call me Roderick.
Roderick.
Roderick. Fucking A.
We all gathered here today.
Okay, Roderick. I'm going to be blunt in my assessment here. And the practicality that I bring is what led our missions to success up to this point. So I'm going to be practical and ask a very simple question. What will the class be doing with the money that they abscond with?
giving it to me.
Funding class activities.
That promote the betterment of civilization.
That is what we do.
I'm concerned that taking the money that is rightfully belonging to those members of Craghammer is going to drive a rift if the wrong people speak up.
Nah, fuck them guys.
He leans down and his entire body language shifts and changes. And he squints a little at you, Charlin, and he says, I understand your reticence in this matter. Would it assuage your morality to know that the clan's money we will be putting to use with clasp activities was funding slavery in
All right, I'm in.
Craghammer? I thought that might help.
That helps. I don't want to be tasked with simple robbery. It's
Complex robbery.
It's been difficult up until this point to honor Joe's memory and fill in where Joe fell behind, because this is new to me. But I believe in the goal of the clasp, and I'm concerned with corruption.
That is understandable. We are beings incorruptible as any other.
And if
And it's wise that you hold yourself and your compatriots, he looks around the table, accountable. Because that is what we do in this brotherhood, as it were.
I will draw a line in releasing a slaver to get the information. We'll do everything we can to get the information.
Well,
But
just know that this prisoner 13 betrayed that slaving family. So maybe they're more like you than you're
What
giving
sent them to
credit
jail?
for. They stole.
Oh, so they were caught. Okay.
They were caught. Yes. They were caught. They got
did they
sent
have
to
a-
jail.
Accomplices?
That's a good question. Maybe that's something you'll need to find out.
So we don't know. Okay.
They have been in this prison for a long time. This prison numbers their prisoners. They are prisoner 13.
how long has the money been missing?
Decades.
2,000 years.
At least 20 years.
These people suck. It'll be good for them to lose their money. Honestly, forever.
My last
Unfortunately,
my last bit of information was that the most recent prisoner to Revel's End is prisoner number 299.
It would behoove us not to
301,
become prisoner
302,
300.
303.
Listen, these people are terrible. They're kind of racist. And they're slavers,
Us?
obviously.
Oh.
I'm all about taking this money.
I mean,
What
from
happens
my
to the money doesn't matter to me as long as it doesn't go back to them.
Yeah, from my perspective, clasp, I'd go steal money.
Mhm.
And
So
if this person
go steal money.
if this person betrayed slavers, they might be worth helping and getting money from. So
It may be
Yeah.
a simple conversation of, hey, we want to take the money and make sure they never get it.
Yeah.
Also, here's an extra sweet potato.
Gotta sweeten the deal. We'll figure it out, Maybe they suck too.
maybe they don't.
Maybe they
Roderick,
don't.
thank you for all the information, and
Yes, thank you, Waterwick.
where do we deliver the information?
Well, I will have people watching from a distance. If you need to make a hasty escape,
Do we need a safe word?
Banana.
Pineapple usually works pretty well.
Rutabaga! Rutabaga!
Too many syllables. You can't yell that through a gag.
Oh, it's true.
when you are ready to leave the prison, if you are not leaving of your own accord with a planned group, as it were, if you are fleeing, simply shine a light very brightly. I will have eyes, and you will get picked up.
Can I roll an insight check on my master?
Sure.
As his eyes like just intently scan all of us. Okay, that's a 7.
What are you trying to decipher?
If there's a shitload of things going through my mind, I'm trying to decipher if he means everything he says and whether or not, if he means all the things that he said, or if he's just running a scam.
You definitely get the sense that he means everything that he says, but because you know him so well, you also know that there's probably some information he has not said, but that's probably for your benefit, for you not to know.
Right. Thank you.
Things like the class was going to leave you to rot in there if you fuck this up.
We disavow all knowledge of this mission.
Yeah, exactly. Kid who?
Who are
Never heard of that
they?
guy.
What are those?
Never even learned their name. Kid. No idea.
And
Well, this is gonna suck. All right.
for what it's worth, Roderick, Sliver speaks very highly of you as well. He's constantly trying to live up to your expectations and to follow in your footsteps. And if his example is any indication of the type of man you are, I have nothing but trust for you.
He nods and accepts the compliment, but you get the sense that he does not wish to elaborate on that.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to use my favor in turn background feature.
Oh, what's that?
I have gained enough clout in the class that I may call in a favor from my contacts whenever I am close enough to a center of syndicate activity. A request for a favor can be no longer than 20 words and is passed up the chain to an undisclosed spiraling who is sitting right in front of us for approval.
Absolutely.
This favor can take on any form subject to the approval of the GM, who decides how it is fulfilled. If muscle is requested, an NPC member of the class may temporarily aid your party. If money is needed, a small loan can be provided. If you've been imprisoned, clasp operatives can look into break you out, paying off a jailer, etc. At some point, the favor will be called in for repayment, often without warning. Refusing the call will often result in your termination. Literally, that kind of
So
scratch my back.
You're putting the favor out there, which will allow me to put the favor on you later.
Yes.
Got it?
A favor in turn.
So what is the favor you are asking for?
I would like to ask that whatever route you were going to smuggle in Ashrina, that you smuggle in our weapons. Or weapons for us to use.
I thought I was going in as a cook.
You are, but we have a smuggling
In
route.
a box?
Instead of putting you in the box, can I put weapons in the box? And have those sent to
I
us?
see what you're saying.
Right. So using that route, can you please provide weaponry?
Oh, yeah, because cooks probably wouldn't go in with
None
shiny
of us will go in
rapiers.
armed. Correct.
That can be arranged.
Perfect.
Hey,
Thank you.
And
drop my
agree
rapier
with,
on the table.
I
I don't,
agree
it
with
doesn't necessarily.
Cleary.
It doesn't. I don't know if it's our weapons. We will be receiving weapons. That's up to Scott. I've just asked for weaponry.
I agree with Cleary that we should go in dockside. Are we able to keep this map?
He says, funny you should ask. And he goes up to the gem and he bangs his fist on the gem and it splits like the section of an orange that it looks like. Pick one up.
Take
Alright.
one.
We all get
And
a sapphire
I-
slice.
I just tear off the piece of paper I had just been feverishly trying to copy and just wad it up. And
Do you pick up the piece of gem?
yes.
She
So
throws
when
away
you-
her hand-drawn map.
When you pick up the piece of gem, the fragment grows warm in your hand, and then it just melts and vanishes, leaving a warm, tingling sensation. Now think of it.
Okay.
As you think of it, it pops up as a heads-up display for you all.
Oh man,
That only
it's
you
in
can
my-
Magic
see.
in Tal'Dorei is so fucking weird. I love it.
Nice.
Interesting.
Can you guys see it? It's in my head. That's cool. I mean, thank you, Master.
Interesting.
That
This
will
could be
wear
useful.
off over time.
How much time?
Well, it'd be silly if it was like an hour. So it should last you the travel time plus several days.
I
But
still
it
reach
might
over and
stop
pick up.
working at some point, is what I'm saying.
I reach over and pick up the map again and
Straighten it out.
just yeah.
Yeah, so probably cooks. I don't know that any of us are armored enough to go in as guards.
Except Tarlin.
Except Tarlin. And he's
Oh,
the only
beefy
one that's
boy.
actually a fucking cook.
How the
Do you-
turns table.
Do you all have means to take on another persona? I know.
Like, look different?
I know my ward has.
Yes, of course.
I can. Not for a long time, but I can.
I have disguise self.
I
I
also
look exactly as bland as he does back at him.
My cloak billows.
Totally.
It won't in jail.
No, it won't in the prisoner quarters. Not
Oh,
everywhere.
okay.
I look down at the chain shirt, the shield with the Dawnfather symbol on it, the gold medallion with the Dawnfather. No.
Mine only lasts for an hour.
Well, I was gonna say mine also would only last for an hour, but I can, for better lack of say, I can
Words?
pretty much just disappear.
I guess I'll be in a box.
Well, it's not that's not the issue. Is you're going to have to be someone else.
Why do we have to
They
be
don't
someone
have
else? They don't know
because.
us.
But my point is that I'm
Can
sorry.
you
What
pretend? Can
is
you pretend to be?
what
Can
is
you?
your
Can yeah.
what is your name?
My name?
Yes.
For you or when I go there? Because it won't be Kaliri when I go there.
What will it be?
Ava.
What if Ava wasn't on the manifest? You have to be someone that was planned on going there.
Bob got sick.
Okay, then. You see what I'm saying? The
We're
first
not
part
in.
of this mission is figuring out how to be someone that they are expecting.
Clearly.
Hmm.
So you
Best
either
way to-
need to persuade someone that Bob got sick, or you need to be Bob. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm Bob.
I will use my beguiling influence and be whoever I need to be.
Strangely enough, also Bob.
I'll
And
just
Bob.
stay in the box.
So you want to go in the box?
What's
I
in
want
the
to
box?
stay in the box.
He's just gonna
Harlan,
ride in,
just
stay
in the
there, and
box.
then just ride out.
For a week.
Just set the box next to prisoner 13's cell.
We'll have a conversation.
Bring the box back out.
Talk through the box.
Give me an air hole.
What's in the box, Justin?
What's in
Well,
the box?
after a week, it's gonna be poop.
That's why we'll have to take it out because it will need to go out with the refuse, and it tracks. It makes sense. I think that might be the better plan of all of these. What's your favorite food?
Yes.
He's a halfling.
So is there anything else you want to ask of?
Do we have a manifest of the people that are supposed to be going there? And who will be absent?
Could we get that?
Be very hard to adopt a persona if we don't know what persona they're expecting.
Yeah.
I'm sure that we can arrange for a few extra absences.
That information is will be with my agent who will be taking you on a ship known as the Jolly Pelican.
Well, there.
Fan artists, I need a picture of the flag of the Jolly Pelican, please.
Just the name alone makes me feel happy.
I feel a lot more confident breaking into the most secure prison in Tal'Dorei aboard the Jolly Pelican.
Well, the Jolly Pelican is going to take you to where the guards / cooks.
Yeah, the muster point for the rotation.
Yes,
and
correct.
Yeah.
We really need
But still, we're
delivery by
riding
the
there
Jolly
on
Pelican.
the Jolly Pelican, and so that is, yeah.
I think we could sink the other vessel and take the Jolly Pelican. That's just.
Master, I don't know that I could persuade you to send us on an airship. That would be the coolest.
His eyes narrow at you and he says, "Do you think the guards and cooks are showing up on airships?"
Yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. Yes, Master, thank you.
I know you have an obsession.
Guess it doesn't hurt to ask. Maybe it
Does
does.
not hurt. You are always curious. You can continue to be.
Thank you, Master.
Can I tell if he likes him at all?
If who likes who? Who are you
If
asking?
Roderick likes Sliver?
Which direction are you asking?
I want to know if
does
Roderick likes Sliver at all.
Make an insight check.
How about an 8?
It's really hard to tell.
Hmm.
You can go any way.
Could go anyway.
I don't like it. I'll just narrow my eyes at that interaction and just
I mean,
file
it is,
Yeah,
away.
I'm trying to model being unimpressed by Roderick for Sliver.
Sure.
When
What-
do we need to meet the Jolly Pelican?
Well, every minute matters if we're going to beat this clan to their gold. But obviously, you need to prepare.
I'm gonna need to make my excuses and
I expected as such.
arrange to be absent for a time.
I think nobody cares where I am. Ready to go.
The ship is in dock, ready to go when you are ready. The captain's name is Bethra. She is also the agent that will help you work on your personas. She will have information.
Super good.
Okay. Well,
I'll need an hour at most.
What's the captain's name?
Bethra?
Bethra.
Okay, so while everybody's preparing, Scott, how much would it cost me to book like a half day airship tour of Amman for 5, say?
Like a half day airship tour.
Yeah, just like a little helicopter tour, right? But airships.
And when's Sliver's birthday?
That'd be pretty expensive.
So just broke up a cult and got paid 500 or 600 gold, kind of expensive. What are we talking
I
about?
mean, it would probably be upwards of 75 gold a person.
Okay.
Or something like that.
I'd be out.
All right, so 5, yeah, we can make that happen. So, I'd like to, for in a couple of weeks, right? Like when we're back from this, we can't do it obviously today because we're busy, right? But
So you just put feelers out about
yeah, I'm trying to basically arrange and schedule just like an airship, and I'd like to book passage for Sliver and Garrick and Tarwin and myself and Ashrina for an afternoon airship tour.
Excellent.
That is what I
That's
would like to
fucking
spend my
amazing.
preparation time doing. It's very important stuff.
All right.
Fuck Roderick.
You're not telling us though, are you?
No, I am
just
not.
doing
But
it.
fuck
Oh,
Roderick.
Great. That's awesome.
Hate that guy.
If we get T-shirts made from Finding Purchase campaign, the first
Fuck
one should be
Roderick.
Fuck Roderick.
Bob says.
Yes, exactly. Fuck Wadwick. That's how we feel around here.
We haven't left yet, right?
No.
We're still in there?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
I've gone to
'Cause-
make my departure.
I just want to stay and talk to my master when everyone else leaves. Whenever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tarlin's heading out.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
catch
I
up
have
with
very
you guys.
very important airship business to attend to. So
I gotta go find a bookstore.
Just
You do
come
have
with
several
me.
days.
Just come with me.
I'm gonna go with Cleary because we've got some shopping to do.
All right. So
And-
we're all
and-
spending our time in the most frivolous of ways before this
We have-
very important adventure.
We're going to Barnes and Noble.
Ah, there you go. We have some fan fiction to write.
The look my husband just gave me is priceless.
That's awesome.
I'm making a Barnes and Noble note, so
I am dead.
for either further
Barnes-
purposes.
I don't know if we're allowed to use
Barnes-
Barnes and Noble. We'd have
Barnes
to
and
go-
Noble.
No, Barnes and
Gnome
Noble.
Bowl.
Oh, Noble.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, right
Excellent.
next to Gnome Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
The gnomes
Parent-
just
He's
own
cornering the
whole
market on
shopping
everything.
center.
Yeah.
Like the parent umbrella corporation over all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a syndicate.
Yeah. Gnome Industries. So.
All right. So, Sliver, you are left with your
Illuminati.
master.
Okay. I kneel on one knee in front of him and say, "Thank you, Master, for trusting me to do all of these important things. I feel like I might be ready for this, but I have a question, if that's okay, and I hope you don't get too upset, but did you mean what you said about your position in the clasp being to help to make it a better world? Did you mean that? Is that real?"
Of course it is. Sliver, I have been hard on you for a purpose.
Yeah. So many things. Thanks for letting me hear your name, and I didn't
He laughs.
know.
He laughs. Like you've never heard him laugh before. He goes, "You have not heard my name."
Oh, yeah. Well, right. Um,
Rumpelstiltskin.
it's some things are
Bob.
some things are really starting. It's like things are going on in my head. If that's true, if that's really true, I see what you're doing. I get it. I'm a fucking idiot.
No, you're
I'm a
not.
fucking asshole. And you, why didn't you just get rid of me?
Because you have potential. And potential
Well-
is something to not be wasted.
I see the strings. Holy shit. I mean, sorry for my language. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate. It's like I can breathe around you. Finally. Thank you, Master. I won't let you down.
Sliver, I could have sent this mission to any bevy of agents. You are ready. Now go be ready.
I really think I understand. I hope I can live up. I hope I can change. I'm trying to change. Maybe I can. Let's do it. Okay. Thank you, Master. And I walk out.
All right.
So Scott, while I was looking up the price of a disguise kit, I noticed that an elephant costs 200 gold.
Yes, I'm listening.
Unrelated to this mission.
Would you like there to be an elephant in your backyard when you get back?
Kind of want an elephant.
A baby elephant.
I'm not cleaning up after it.
I would like to purchase a disguise kit and a set of cook's utensils.
Absolutely.
It's like Sliver is having like an existential like moment Tarlin is getting good stuff for the mission. Kid is shopping for an airship tour, and Ashrina is sourcing softcore pornography. So we are all acting according to our particular idioms.
You clearly have not explored book talk. There's nothing soft about those books.
There's a reason why they're in a special collection.
Everything and everyone is hard.
So you are able to prepare for the journey and make your way to the ship when you are all ready. Tarlin, you would have found that the butler did show up at the Bright Vagabond, and he says, "I'll gladly take your offer of a job."
Perfect. It turns out I'm going to be gone for about a week or so. So if you could just, take over, and I'll hand him 50 gold.
He's like, bye.
Don't burn anything down.
Excellent. I won't disappoint you.
I mean, there's staff and everything, but
yeah, no, I got it. I can do this. I've run a mansion. I've run a household. This is just a few extra people. I can do this.
Just make sure it doesn't burn down, please.
I mean, so are we meeting back at
you're not going to be here, right?
I was going to say, it's less likely to burn down with Ashrina in residence.
So we're meeting back at the ship, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I've taken a detour after we've procured our entertainment for the voyage, and I come back and I have a bag laden with books, including recipe books and cookbooks and things that could help us. And nice. I have my quarterstaff, and you notice that my hair is up in a messy kind of bun, and it has a unicorn horn stuck through it.
Oh, wow. A real one?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's really cool, ma'am.
Of course. That's my patron.
What?
Just the horn?
A unicorn.
You're what now?
Just the horn.
Mm-hmm. That's my wand.
Have you met him? Is he, around?
Me?
Are they around?
Sometimes.
Could I meet him? Meet her? Meet them?
That's beyond my power. I don't... Maybe?
I'll just say hi. I won't even try to touch.
Sliver, you know what a patron is, right?
I think so. It's but how often do patrons actually show up? That's staggering. I can't even imagine. I mean, do you have a patron, Mr. Tarlin?
No, I have a god. It's much more important.
Oh, that's insensitive, Tarlin.
It's factual.
It's insensitive. What's important to you is not important to somebody else. I don't give a fuck about the Downfather.
Ooh, you should a little bit. They can hear you, you know.
Only if they were real.
Gods exist.
I've never met one
that you know of.
I mean,
they're behind they're behind the door. Actually, we try to keep everybody behind the door.
Right, they're all behind the veil on purpose, because the last time the gods were unleashed, maybe you didn't learn this in school, but they call it the cataclysm.
Yeah, of course. Of course, yeah.
They're there. It sounds like gods are bad and patrons good.
Yes.
Well, I don't think it's that easy to explain, Miss Ashrina.
It's probably not.
actually watching Justin's blood pressure rise.
Here's the weird part. Me, the renowned skeptic and atheist, is currently defending religions and gods.
It's my favorite part of the campaign so far.
I don't
Well,
know
they are
why
real.
Cleric is my favorite class.
I'm just as a player, I'm enjoying this immensely.
Here,
I'm unfazed. I'm just
gods
whatever.
are the embodiment of both good and evil, and to many, the cataclysm represented the worst part of the gods and the unleashing of the elementals that the Ashari are currently protecting from breaching into this world. Patrons, while powerful, are nowhere near the level of omnipotence and strength
I just
of a
do
god.
this and just go shh and walk
Hey,
by.
I'm sure that could be true. I'm just saying, to say that your god is more important isn't necessarily the right thing to say.
I think from what I've seen is the gods give about the same amount of their power to a person like you, Mr. Tarlin, as the patrons would give to a person. So they kind of, I mean, the gods could make you a patron if they wanted to, but they only squeeze out a little bit of their juice, whereas patrons can give just as much juice. They might
I'm
not
not
have.
doubting the power that has been granted to Kaliri. I have met many warlocks come through the Bright Vagabond.
Ooh,
That
cool.
power is
Can you introduce me to
undeniable.
some?
I could try. Is that what
I
you
like to
want?
meet people. No, I just like to meet people. I think it's really interesting. And wow, a unicorn, that would be
Sliver, why don't
something.
we go over here and I'll tell you about my patron and we can just talk.
We have a
Yes.
long boat ride.
Yeah, and so
We
also
do.
at this point, Kid has shown up a little bit late, and he looks like totally different. He is unarmed in commoner's garb. His hair is pulled up so you can see his elven, like pointy ears. He looks like an elf. Like he looks like he's like a totally different person entirely.
You're an elf?
Kind of half elf.
Huh.
Scott, I'm also going to pick up a set of studded leather because I'm not going to bring my chain shirt.
Okay. So you're all going in as cooks.
Yeah.
Got my cookbooks.
Should I go as a guard, Mr. Tarlin?
No,
I
I
mean, I
want to keep
can't
an
wear
eye on
the
you.
armor. Okay. That's
You know-
probably a good idea.
It's good to be supervised on your first trip to prison.
The way you say it, Mrs. Shrina, it sounds probably as bad as it is. I keep trying not to think about it.
I've not done hard time, so I don't know.
Sliver,
I just
don't
imagine
worry.
prison's awful.
It's not
If
as bad
things-
as all that.
If things go sideways and it gets too intense and things go off the rails, I'm sure we'll see you when you get released.
Oh, I'm not going to get put in jail. I can convince anybody to do anything.
That's the spirit.
They'll just
And I
let
start
me
walking
go.
towards
Sure.
the docks.
I even let me talk to Mr. Whatever his name is, Alistair.
As you make
Anyway,
it down
yeah.
to the Jolly Pelican, you see sitting on the ship, sitting on a crate with their legs propped up on another crate, is a female dwarf. She says, "It's about damn time. Get on board. We gotta shove off."
The dwarves.
So
Forgot
we've
what
been
it's
provided
like.
with whatever we need, like cook's gear and warm clothes and all that stuff.
You don't know yet.
Oh, okay. We're just getting on the boat. Got it.
Yeah. So you set sail. There are several other sailors working the ship, and once they set off, she meets you up on the forecastle and says, "All right, so here's the manifest. This is who's going. Which one of them do you want to be?" She just hands you a sheet of paper with lists of names and descriptions on them. And with that, we're going to go to break. So we're going to take our break now, refill our drinks, and we will be back shortly. Please enjoy the dulcet sounds of Sliver singing some songs that he has written and recorded himself as our break music today.
We finally get to hear that yard.
Yurt.
Apple pie.
Yarding. I'm yarding all over the place.
Supper's done, you rest your feet. Now you're needing something sweet. Your wife steps up to your surprise. You see fresh cow milk and apple pie. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. But some's too damp and some is sour. Some is made with too much flour. If you want the best you can't deny, gotta go see Mr. Brightside. Apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. Soft and flaky, crusty, yum. I gotta go and get me some. Granny's apples, the whitest flesh, reddest skin, bright side's the best. Apple pie, my apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. This is called the Ballad of a Crossbow called Whisper. Sitting in a dusty storage room, lonely and forsaken, made of wood and leather and bone. Magic in the making, hung a hand crossbow just hanging on the wall, waiting for a loving hand to call. Well, someone snuck right in, opened up a bin, and the magic crossbow tasted fresher air. And they waited just a while, and with a little smile, gave it right away without a care to shoot a bear. Well, the boy took it reverently in hand, and the teacher took a very guiding stand. So the learning how was quick and accurate. A goblin's heart was the first thing it would hit. whisper is its name. It is the evil's bane. It can hit a fly at 101 paces. So smile now and abide, 'cause a whisper's on your side, and the enemy is busy running scared, 'cause they don't dare. Apple pie. Supper's done, you rest your feet. Now you're needing something sweet. Your wife steps up to your surprise. You see fresh cow milk and apple pie. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. But some's too damp and some is sour. Some is made with too much flour. If you want the best you can't deny, gotta go see Mr. Brightside. Apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. Soft and flaky, crusty, yum. I gotta go and get me some. Granny's apples, the whitest flesh, reddest skin, Brightside's the best. Apple pie, my apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. This is called the Ballad of a Crossbow called Whisper. Sitting in a dusty storage room, lonely and forsaken, made of wood and leather and bone. Magic in the making, hung a hand crossbow just hanging on the wall, waiting for a loving hand to call. Well, someone snuck right in, opened up a bin, and the magic crossbow tasted fresher air. And they waited just a while, and with a little smile, gave it right away without a care, to shoot a bear. Well, the boy took it reverently in hand, and the teacher took a very guiding stand. So the learning how was quick and accurate. A goblin's heart was the first thing it would hit. Whisper is its name. It is the evil's bane. It can hit a fly at 101 paces. So smile now and abide, 'cause a whisper's on your side, and the enemy is busy running scared, 'cause they don't dare. This is called the Ballad of a Crossbow called Whisper. sitting in a dusty storage room. Lonely and forsaken, made of wood and leather and bone. Magic in the making, hung a hand crossbow just hanging on the wall, waiting for a loving hand to call. Well, someone snuck right in, opened up a bin, and the magic crossbow tasted fresher air. And they waited just a while, and with a little smile, gave it right away without a care to shoot a bear. Well, the boy took it reverently in hand, and the teacher took a very guiding stand. So the learning how was quick and accurate. A goblin's heart was the first thing it would hit. The whisper is its name, it is the evil's bane. It can hit a fly at 101 paces. So smile now and abide, 'cause a whisper's on your side, and the enemy is busy running scared, 'cause they don't dare. Apple pie. Supper's done, you rest your feet. Now you're needing something sweet. Your wife steps up to your surprise. You see fresh cow milk and apple pie.
Business balls.
All right, everybody, we're back. I hope you had a good break and enjoyed our resident bard as much as we did. That was a treat for us. Thank you, Jack.
Really good job.
Really, really good job. And
Thank you.
at some point, we will release the session 0 video that will explain so many of the inside jokes
Of the apple pie.
and the apple pie is a huge one, and so is bear. So, all right. So our agents have made it onto the ship and are looking over a manifest of soldiers and cooks and deciding which one they are going to pretend to be or replace somehow. So, who would like to describe what they are intending to be for their ruse, as it were, to get into Revel's End?
So, looking over the list and reading the descriptions, Tarlin is just looking for a halfling. And there's not one. So, he's like, the closest he can get is a gnome. So, it's like, I can try. Fizzbop is his last name? Why are gnome names so weird?
That's racist.
Fizzbop!
My last name's Gem Mender.
All right.
You can't
Well,
mend gems very well, can you?
I guess I am now Psy Fizzbop.
It's a very fun name. I met a Fizzbop once. They were great.
Psy Fizzbop.
From the Dark Hollow Fizzbop. So yeah. Whole clan of Fizzbops.
I found this single apparent tiefling on there, and I'm going to have to adopt the persona of Desdemona Allura, a
Excellent.
baker.
Excellent.
Are you guys looking at a list or something, or are you just making this shit up?
Just making
They're
this shit up.
awesome. All right, let's do it.
I mean, we're
What was the
looking at a
last name
list.
for Desdemona?
What's that?
What was the last name for Desdemona?
Allura.
Yeah.
There's somebody else named Alora around here.
Kid will peruse the list and come up with Darren Silverhand, who is an elven cook's assistant and dishwasher.
Excellent.
Darren, wait a second. I need to hear these names again. There's Psy Fizzbop, Desdemona, Alora, Darren Silverhand,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Holy crap. This is like a vaudeville show.
Third base.
The Aristocrats.
I guess it'll be just easy for me to be the other gnome on this list, right? Like, I don't have to do too much. I'll take on Helga Brindlewick.
Helga
Excellent.
Brindlewick. Okay. Okay.
We have this written down. Yeah, we've got this written down in the notes probably somewhere too, right?
I got the Google Doc going, baby.
Yeah. I'm pulling it up. I'm like, I'm writing this down. Wait, it's probably written down.
I just
All
need
right.
one more name.
Mm-hmm.
Rodrigo. So many bad brass
It could just be
things
Rodrigo.
running
It's like
through
Sting.
Rodrigo.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's Rodrigo.
Just
But I'm human.
Rodrigo.
Right?
Yeah.
Such a big R.
Rodrigo.
And you have to say it in a half whisper every time. Rodrigo.
Oh, Rodrigo. I am Rodrigo. This
Are
is my
you
name.
the
This is
Sancho?
my-
No, you are not Sancho. I am Sancho.
I am Rodrigo.
Excellent. So when you make your claims on the list, she takes the list back from you and she goes, "All right, we'll take care of it."
Poor Desdemona. Okay.
What do you mean?
We have to make them not show up so y'all can show up as them.
Please don't kill them.
Why would you think we would kill them?
Because I've been hanging around these people and they steal and kill indiscriminately, and I think that's what
Very
the public
indiscriminately, thank you.
I've not killed anybody that I wasn't supposed to. If anyone's been indiscriminately killing, it's Garrett.
And I'll have you know that, Tarlin, you were the first person to steal something around here.
I heard a
am
rumor
offended.
about that. Something that happened at the museum gala, right? Word gets around.
I didn't steal that. She dropped it into my hand. Yeah, take care of them. That'd be great.
I promise you, they will wake up and they will know nothing happened.
Great. Ashrina, can you teach me a few phrases in Gnome?
No, not Ashrina. Helga. You must start to practice the right way. Mr. Sci-Fizzbop.
I hate this already.
I am very surprised.
I'm so happy
that
right now.
I'm very surprised you did not choose Mr. Brightside. But there was no one to
Bright
take
side.
care of.
Helga, can you teach me a few gnome phrases so that I can at least say hello in Gnomish?
I'll teach him.
Oh,
I wrote a phrase in into Fantasy Grounds. I
Can't
don't
read
know
that.
how that would be pronounced, but that is the phrase I will teach him. This one's very important. It is the first thing you must say to everyone.
Insight. Nope, I am not trusting that at all.
I mean,
I got an
inside-
8.
All right.
yeah, she's being legit.
If you're sure, I will commit to memory saying that phrase in Gnomish over and over again.
And then I will teach him one other phrase. This is the phrase you say when you want to say goodbye to somebody. Make sure you remember it because it's very important to tell them goodbye.
See you in hell.
It would be rude otherwise.
Oh, this is gonna be so good.
I'm committing them to memory, and repeating them over and over again just to practice because I need to be in character. Meanwhile, I'm like using the disguise kit to make my ears slightly pointier, to give my cheeks a little bit more pronounced of cheekbones. You know, gnomish features on a halfling.
Right. Excellent.
And I'm really scared as to what I'm gonna be saying to people.
Oh, it's. We'll see how it happens. We'll see. All right, so
I wish I spoke gnome.
I wish I could just make up linguistics on the fly, but I don't think I should
you
do
have
that.
several days on the ship. As you travel, you find out from Bethra that you will be stopping at a small port town where they muster people from all over that actually work here, and then you will be ferried in by longboat to Revel's End. So if there's anything, and she will work with you on like drilling you on, if you are doing an accent, she'll work with you on that. She'll work with you on, terminology for being a cook and stuff like that. So she's definitely got more. There's more to her than ship's captain.
Shake her hand and say whatever that first phrase says.
She slaps you across the face.
That's how gnomes say hello.
No.
Yeah. Haven't I smacked you across the face a couple times? I'm just saying hi. That's the traditional gnomish response.
Press X to doubt.
Ashrina. I'm sorry, Helga.
Yeah.
I appreciate a good jest, but if you are in any way messing with me, you might put the whole operation in jeopardy. Please be honest with me.
Okay, the first one's a false. The second one's good.
That one's the one you say when you say goodbye, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'll turn to Bethra, and I'll smile, and I'll give a little salute and say what the second one.
Her eyes get real big, and she draws her dagger and starts walking towards you, and two of the other sailors grab her arms and hold her back.
You told her mom's a cow.
Why would you do this?
It's funny. Here's how you say hello, and I'll actually teach them how to say hello and goodbye.
But
Too
now,
late
also,
now,
coincidentally,
trust is
you
gone.
can liken somebody's mother to a cow in Gnomish if you really.
I'm gonna get it mixed up.
Well, Good luck.
Good cow to you.
I'll see you in cow.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, it probably won't come up that you need to actually speak Gnomish to somebody. I've gone a long time without ever having to speak Gnomish. It's
Can you
kind
just like say some Gnomish so I get used to what it sounds like, so I know if someone's trying to talk to me and I can smile and nod?
of yeah. It just sounds like you're gurgling marbles.
While they're
Excellent.
having their gnomish discussion, I have given Sliver a book about unicorns.
Oh, yes.
Very cool.
See,
I
I
think
chose cook's
most-
assistant and dishwasher, so there are no skills for me to learn.
Yes.
I will be washing dishes.
Yes. Excellent.
Okay, I'll be a busboy, and most of the trip I'm going to be kind of off by myself, thinking and hiding stuff under my cloak and reading things. Can't tell what it is.
And
Right.
during our little
Nothing more.
training lesson, I will unroll the cook's utensils I bought and explain what they do. This one is for this. This one is for this. Please don't use the bread knife to cut the meat.
And
It's
I'm-
so much sharper, like the little teeth. It just makes so much more sense to use the bread knife for
No.
the meat.
No. You want a clean cut with a sharp knife on the meat.
I don't like it. It doesn't make any sense. I just use my hands.
Don't do that, please.
It's the difference between stabbing somebody with a saw and stabbing somebody with a sword.
fair.
Oh,
See, when you're coaching, you have to put it in terms that a person can really understand. You just have to meet somebody where they are.
So the bread knife is something you don't want to steal. No, I got nothing. All I know is that she steals things, stabs things, and sells them.
And
Is
also
there not a
has
better life?
And has a fantastic eye for fashion. Did you not see the owlbear pelt? I mean, come on.
Just wait. I got plans for that sucker.
I'm
But-
just nosing through a book on baking. I'm trying to read as much as I can.
I am trying out my Elvish for the first time in a while.
I will assist in that. I can actually speak that.
Is there I imagine like since it's a multi-day trip, is there some sort of like kitchen on the boat?
there's a galley.
I'm gonna try and make a loaf of bread.
Sure.
You're gonna start with bread?
I'll follow you down with my book on baking so that I can stand there and tell you, no, wait, no.
I'll just roll this with advantage then if you're gonna help.
Yeah.
me.
I'm going to help.
Good. A 12?
That's a passable
12 for
loaf of bread. It's not the best bread you've had, but it's not like throw it in the trash.
We're
But
cooking
it's like
for prisoners.
prison bread,
We are
right?
cooking
Oh,
for
easily.
prisoners. The bread doesn't have
Easily.
to be good,
So
unfortunately.
I hold up the butcher knife and the bread knife, and I hold them out. I would like a piece, please.
Please hold.
Shit. Shinola.
She takes the butcher's knife and cuts the bread. I rolled a 4 for my intelligence check.
Pick up the
I did it.
slice. It's not bad. But next time, use this one.
Excellent. So you guys are able to do a little on the job training, as it were, and make a passable plan to pretend to be these folks. when you get to the meeting point, she wishes you well. She makes sure that she's doled out. There are cold weather gear because it has gotten chilly on this sail up. So you will have cold weather gear as well as the cook's uniforms for each of you. There's also a boxed up crate with whatever you would have put in there that you want smuggled in as supplies. And some of her sailors take that off the boat immediately when they get to port and take off down into the village with it. So you hope that it will make its way where you're headed.
Before we step off, I lean. I'm assuming I'm close enough to Sliver, and I lean over and I ask, so what were you reading? Because it's a book, and of course I'm curious.
Did you take a look at it before you asked? Did you try to get a peek?
I did.
All right. Fucking Tusk Love. I'll just tell you. I'm doing annotations in my own copy.
You've had a copy this whole time. I won't tell Ashrina.
I went and got one. I went and got one immediately.
Don't tell Ashrina.
Must have book of the season.
Yeah. It's eye opening. I'm
I
learning
can't wait
a
for the
lot.
sequel.
You looked
Just
very.
don't poke your eye out.
You looked riveted. I had to ask. I was very curious.
I kind of try to hide it from you for a minute, but it's easy to tell.
Thinner.
So there are several longboats waiting to head out, and you see people dressed as you are in similar uniforms. Although most of the people here are armed and armored versions. There are about 25 guards, and there is one other cook, which is a half-orc.
Oh. There's enough of us that we're the entire cook staff. Great.
Well, you are a section of the cook staff. You don't know how many are there.
Yeah.
Right.
25 guards, 5 of us. Perfect. Fuck.
Yeah. So actually, well, 6 of you, right? So
And a
5
half
of you.
orc. Yeah.
So you all make it onto the long ships, and they set out. It's going to be about a half a day's row to get to the prison.
It's an average size ship. We don't need to get long ship. Jeez. It's a pretty good size ship, all right?
It's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion in the ocean.
Really, you know?
It's a girthy ship.
I hate this timeline. And you see the view of the prison on the glacier ahead of you, and it is cold. It is frigid out here, even with the cold weather gear. You are even with the cold weather gear, you are freezing, and your teeth are chattering the whole time. And everybody's doing that. No one's used to this level of temperature. As you're paddling, you're like, please row faster. Get to that dock. We need to get inside. It's that kind of nastiness out here. It's definitely set you to the mindset of you really hope he meant it. If you have to get out here and flash a light, that he'll be able to pick you up quickly. Because surviving in this environment would be very, very, very difficult. Which makes it a great place to have a high security prison.
Does.
So, all right. So you make your way to the dock. When you are brought into the dock, the ships are offloaded. You do see the crate that came from your ship is being handled by some of the what look to be the people you are replacing. They have met you down here, and they're bringing all the supplies that were on the ship up to the storeroom. You could tell that there were crates of foodstuffs and whatnot coming in. So they are It's like their last thing they have to do is restock and they get to leave. So they're doing it really vigorously and quickly so that they get to hop on the boats and leave. So they're taking the supplies upstairs. And then you are brought up to the big giant platform that once it's fully loaded, you're all standing on it. A whistle is blown and it starts to rise up slowly up the cliff face. It's very rickety. It's very, very cold and windy here. You definitely feel like this is not OSHA approved. It is not safe in any way, shape, or form. But eventually it makes its way up to the top of the 160-foot cliff face. And you are faced with the door that the guards open, and you are able to enter in. You are all led by the previous cooks around to the where are you led to?
Mess hall and kitchen, bottom right.
Yes.
Seems reasonable.
Not
Yes.
that I memorized the map or anything.
Yeah, you're taken through to actually the eastern side down the map to the kitchen and side rooms area. So I'm going to actually just drop you guys in there to start. So.
My token has the wrong name.
So I've put you on a map. There you are. And I'll describe this to you. There are several cooks in here working right now, preparing meals. Looks like this is there's probably 3 shifts of people: the leaving group, the arriving group, and the one that waits till next week to leave. You know, that kind of thing. So there's a rotation. So there are rooms off of here. You are shown to the bottom room on the western side. Let me see if that will open. Why will that not open?
You also have token lock on, by the way.
Yeah, I'm fixing that. That part I know how to fix. This is that weird
door thing.
Door thing again. Why is the door locked to me?
Because it's a prison. I mean, it's got to be secure. I'll see myself out.
No, you won't. It's a prison.
Damn, foist on my own petard.
It's a theme now.
You're giving me more song fodder.
I need to stay away from fucking petards. Is what it is. Go foist.
That's the moral of this story.
I'm in trouble with this map. And that's
Desdemona,
Yes?
did you know that unicorns are most often white?
Yes, I did. I do.
I was able to at least get rid of
It's
it.
the rocking back and forth for me. Jack, you're killing me, dude.
This room looks like a quarters. It's got cots that are stacked. This is places for you to put your personal stuff, and this is where you will spend any off time that you have. Obviously, it looks just recently vacated by the group that's about to get on those longboats and leave. So there's enough cots for you all, plus the shift that's working currently.
Is our box here?
Your box is not in this room.
Great.
I'm gonna try and find the cot with the least amount of stains on it and like start brushing it off.
Fair enough. It's a pretty well kept place.
I am gonna go check in with the shift supervisor and be asked to be shown to the storeroom, just so I can kind of start getting my sea legs a little bit, you know? Just
So you find in the kitchen there is a head chef. It is a very, very large man who is barking orders in a chef's
my guess is that he does not have any time for a dishwasher and like chef's assistant, right? So I'm not looking for like the head chef. I'm looking for the person that's like running the line and like the back. You know what I mean? Like I'm not looking for. I don't want to talk to the big guy.
He's looking for the Sue.
Sure.
Right. Or really honestly, like the head of prep, right? Like I'm not even like on the line. Like I'm trying to find the storeroom. Like where do I go to wash potatoes?
Right.
Like I'm not even good enough for the stew, you know.
So are you going to see if our crate is where we think it is? Okay.
So yes, the crate is actually brought into this middle room, which is a cold storage room.
And I will, when I'm not being washed, I will take pains to like take that crate and put it like well in the back, like way out of the way where it wouldn't kind of be used. You know what I mean? Like as like I'm kind of like, you know, moving, like starting my little shift or whatever, I'll just kind of slide that one out of the way.
No.
All right. So yeah, you are able to find that in that storage room in the center there.
Perfect. Do I have like a second where nobody's really like paying attention to me too?
You
find
can
a
make a
second?
stealth check.
Okay.
To try
Yeah,
to
I'll see
make
if I
that
can like
happen.
I'll see if I can like kind of disappear for a minute in the hustle and bustle of the kitchen. It's a 19 on the die, so 24.
Yeah, easily.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just like palm my wand of magic missile and like kind of just put that in my little
Right in the
pocket
prison
there.
wallet.
Excellent.
And that's Rina's dagger, believe it or not.
All right.
Ooh.
Fully noted.
The one that I borrowed from her with my ribs.
So before I leave the cot, I'm going to say a quick prayer to the Dawnfather, and I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself for charisma checks.
Okay. Where did you do this?
While I'm cleaning my cot, like I'm pretending to clean the cot, and I'm whispering a prayer.
Okay.
And once done with that, I would like to make my way to the kitchen.
Okay. Does that spell have a visual effect or require perceptible components?
Visual, somatic, and material.
We got one, guys.
What's the material?
Fur or feather from a beast. So twirling a little feather between my fingers as I'm praying.
Okay. So if you would like to try to do this surreptitiously, I will need a stealth check from you.
Fuck.
Feet don't fail me now.
Ugh,
4.
they sure did fail you.
I'm back.
So you do notice a couple of the other chefs notice you do this and are eyeing you slightly askance.
Oh, Sorry, Sci Fizz Pop. I'm just really cold, and I it's warming me up. How are you?
We're fine.
Great. What's the name of the head chef that we'll be working for? I'm so forgetful.
Oh, he is chef. It's right here. There it is. Chef Tulane.
Skinny on Chef Tulane. Like, what's he like? How can I get on his good side?
He likes good jokes.
Good jokes.
He likes to laugh.
Well, I'm great at jokes. This will be wonderful.
I want to go out and I want to go find where the ovens are, where the baking is happening,
Okay.
because I would like to find out what the meal schedule is. When are the prisoners fed?
You're able to
When-
find all
Who
of
have they
that
gone?
out. They're in the rotations and whatnot. It is currently lunch prep going on right now. So there's some people cleaning for breakfast still. There's lunch prep going on.
So
I do.
sorry, go ahead, Brandy.
No, go. You go. You go.
I was just gonna say that, like, as I am doing my little dishwashery running around kind of thing, as I come across party members, I'm going to let them know where the crate is.
Got it.
That's all. I'm just so, like, in passing, right? Just like very quietly, just like letting everybody know where the crate is, where I put it, where your stuff is, if you know.
So I realize that we're doing lunch prep, but this is a prison, and I'm assuming these prisoners are only fed once a day. Are we prepping for the staff, the guards, or are we prepping for prisoner food?
Good question. You are prepping for all. And there is definitely a different menu being served to the two populations. There is the
I-
prisoner population, and then there is the work population. And you come to realize there's a lot of prep going on. There's a lot of personnel being fed here, of both the prisoner and the non-prisoner
Hard variety.
I would like to try to figure out how to get myself on prisoner food prep.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's going to be more hardtack kind of stuff as somebody who is trying to be a baker.
Sure. You are able to discern which dishes are pretty quickly able to discern which dishes are being prepped for which population, and much more care is being put into the employee food prep than in the others. So you can easily position yourself to start working one line versus the other.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get myself on the prisoner food prep line because I want to figure out when they take this out to the prisoners. When is our best chance to get out? Do we serve it, or are there people who serve it?
Yeah, how does it get delivered?
You don't necessarily know yet.
That's what I'm aiming to find out.
Okay. Are you going to ask someone, or how do you want to?
I'm going to get on the line, and I'm just going to start making conversation with
Okay.
whoever is near me.
They'll tell you, the prisoners, they rotate through all sorts of services they have to do. So some of them become the people that serve.
They serve each other. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
How do they come get it from us?
Yeah,
I'm
the
new.
guards
I'm
bring
so
in
sorry.
the guards will bring in a group of them. They'll come, they'll collect trays and carts of food, and they will go to each of the cells and distribute, et cetera, et cetera.
Is there an order that this is done?
Meaning
Like
what?
by prisoner, like where the cells are. Do they go in numerical order, or is it just who's the guard's favorite that day?
I mean, the guards will bring in whoever's on rotation. I don't really have any knowledge of how they figure out who's working what shift. Some of the prisoners, have to work serving. Some of them have to clean the bathroom. Some of them have to,
I'm trying to get a bead on when we might either see prisoner 13 or can get access to where they might be.
These people wouldn't have that information.
Just organically, like, oh, we know that they rotate. We know that kind of thing.
Right.
And most of it is just going to be observing the comings and goings.
Okay.
If they're picking up food, they're going to be coming in the kitchen. So
there will be some coming in the kitchen. Absolutely.
So I'm just going to position myself to unenthusiastically make bread while I just watch.
All right.
Chef, I would like to stir the slop, chef.
You don't have to salute me.
Oh,
Yes, chef.
sorry. Chef.
Oh, I hate that.
Hey, Chef Tulane.
Yes.
Why are colds such bad criminals? Because they're easy to catch. Damn it.
And he starts chuckling. It took him a little while to get it. But you do
Now we
see
know
that
why you're not the bard.
he does appreciate it. That's
I
not
got a million
bad.
of them. I got a million of them. You should have me work right with you. I'm Sai.
Hello, Sai. Thanks for that. That's great.
Thanks for that.
How are your knife skills?
Yeah, how are they?
I have excellent knife skills.
Same.
Bread or steak?
I'm I'm mostly a waiter. I gotta go.
Chef,
Where's
my
the
knife skills are
bathroom?
excellent, sir.
Your knife skills are excellent? All right, prove it. And he sets you up on the onion cutting table.
What do I roll for that?
Just a dexterity check.
Hack roll. Just get in there on those onions. Just really stab them. Go to town.
With disadvantage because you're going blind from the tears.
A 9. That's below that.
It's a little rough chop, but it's serviceable. And he actually takes a moment and he kind of gives you some pointers on if you have to cup your fingers and hold the onion down. And he shows you he's actually invested in teaching you how to do this better.
How are the knives? I assume the knife I'm using is like one of the prison kitchen knives, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How are they? Are they like shitty, like I would imagine a prison kitchen knife is?
Yeah, it's serviceable, but it's not, if this was your knife at home, you'd be bitching and wanting to buy a new one.
Okay. Thank you, Chef. I appreciate the tutelage. What else can I chop for you, sir?
Sliver. I hate this. I hate this so much.
Oh, my dear little Sai, there is nothing to worry about.
Oh boy!
You fucking Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse! Jinx.
Yes, that was the voice I was going for.
All gnomes are Mickey Mouse.
Yes, they are. All gnomes are Mickey Mouse.
You did say you had to go to the bathroom when you
Yeah.
He says, that's in the northwest corner of the complex. Walk around the outside of the prison cells. If you meet up with any guards, just tell them I sent you to the privy.
Do we
Got
need
it.
a bathroom pass?
No, I'm telling you where to go and just tell them I
Okay.
sent you.
So, given that I have Eagle's Splendor currently, in my best cartoon performance, one hand on the crotch, one hand on the butt, and take off running down the hall.
Make me a performance check.
14.
All right. So everyone thinks you have the runs.
Gotta go.
I look at Sliver. Well, I guess it wouldn't be Sliver. It'd probably be Caliri. Calhiri.
That's
Call me Cal.
Desdemona to you.
Desdemona.
I'll look
yes.
at Desdemona and just be like, man, we really gotta talk about what he thinks about gnomes.
Yes. Oh,
I'm gonna have to beat the shit out of his fucking tavern when we get back.
So which direction did you go?
So if you're looking at the map,
So the door you came in was the one to the north door, and that he said it was in the north. You know you're in the southeast quadrant.
so the door next to the armory
Is the door
to the north of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go out that,
Okay.
and I would like to look down this hall towards surveillance to see what it looks like there as I'm running, or I'm I'm doing the scoot shuffle hurriedly.
Uh-huh.
So I want to take a peek down this way.
Okay. So looking down that way, you see that there is hold on. A hexagonal shaped chamber, large open space at the center. There are cells line the chamber walls. It's very well lit in there. That's all you can tell from where you're standing.
Okay, so this is my plan, and it's probably going to backfire spectacularly, which is why I'm doing it. I'm going to run my little poo run this way.
All right.
And I would like to run towards the north where past the cell that I know that prisoner 13 is in. And I would like to shout in my best Mickey Mouse gnome voice, I haven't shit like this since Craghammer!
All right. All right, hold on a second.
This is Justin's, like, finally, I don't have to be the voice of reason moment.
Yes! I can be the one that causes chaos!
So as you run through, you see the center hexagonal area has arrow slits, and inside, looking out those arrow slits, are several guards. And as you come running through, they're like, "Stop! Halt!"
And I'm tapping my little feet. I gotta go! I gotta go!
Use the outer hallway next time.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was much less complicated over in Craghammer. And I'll dip out the north and then stick to the outside ring.
Okay.
I got the information I wanted.
As you passed prisoner 13, make me a perception check.
Absolutely. It just so happens that I'm gonna roll really well on this.
All right.
I got a 10 on the die, so 13. Just so happens I'm gonna roll average on this.
Okay.
Perfect.
What did you roll?
13 total.
Okay. You actually see leaning up against the bars. So they are seeing their cells are all completely dark. And you realize their cells are dark because they're in anti-magic fields. And all the light in this area is magical light. So the light isn't even penetrating into their cells. But they're leaning out the bars at the edge, and you see these dwarven tattooed arms with these massive tattoos going up and down the arms, onto the hands, and onto the knuckles as you run by.
One second, I have to check my notes.
So this anti-magical field is only present within the cells, but on the outside, magic is still usable.
So if you look at the map that
Mm-hmm.
that you can pull up in your brain,
Mm-hmm.
the red area is the anti-magic.
Right.
How do I phrase this? If you want to cut back to them for a little bit, I need to, in my brain, figure out how to phrase this.
So you don't get the monkey paw wish?
Yeah.
So I while he's run off, I want to. I'm still watching to see if guards bring people in, and I want to see if I can somehow worm my way into taking food with them, like leave with them. Like, no, let me help you.
Oh, you would have heard that voice that hollered out came over what sounded like the equivalent of a modern day loudspeaker.
Mm-hmm.
So it was somehow magically pumped into the room you were in. So say that again, Brandy.
Oh, I'm still trying to figure out. I want to somehow, when they come to pick up food to take out, because there is a rotation, I want to try to tail a group,
Okay.
like carrying a platter or something like that, just if I can.
Okay. I mean, you could do whatever you want.
I'm trying to use
Yes.
my beguiling influence to make my way through, kind of like he's making his shit run. I'd like to make a bread circle, maybe, to see what's going on.
Gotcha. That's fine. My issue is that so there's a mechanic going on here behind the scenes that you all should be aware of. Is that obviously behavior that is out of the norm creates suspicion,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if no other chef leaves to go bring food, why would you leave to go bring food? You see what I'm saying? I just want to make sure you realize that you would be breaking a protocol. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm saying there might be some suspicion created by doing something that isn't expected.
Okay, fair. I'm gonna stay put then.
The guards are escorting the prisoners to the kitchen to pick up food and then take it to the thing.
But I am gonna flirt with the guards. I mean, my name is Desdemona.
Oh, you can totally flirt with some guards. A couple of the guards will definitely catch your eye. What would you like to?
Hey, big boy. Come here.
Kind of looks around and saunters over. Yes.
What's a girl doing this place for a little fun after hours?
He kind of chuckles and he says, "Are you serious?"
Don't I look serious?
I mean, I'm sure something could be arranged, but kind
All
of looks
business
around.
tends.
Kind of looks around and goes, "There's not a whole lot of private places, if you know what I mean."
I'm sure you could find one. Come back and let me know if you find one. I'll be here.
Oh, all right. He kind of saunters off and kind of arm shoves his other buddy, and as they're walking out.
So as I'm running past prisoner 13, there hasn't been a bigger piece of shit since Clan Axebreaker.
Wow.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Somebody's
All right.
just take the sliver. Somebody's taking the sliver approach. Just run right into the middle of it, throw a fucking grenade, and run out.
Fair enough.
We're just gonna call that the sliver effect.
Hey, give me this one. I'm not the
Yeah.
responsible one. I am not the strongest one.
Fair enough.
Harlan unleashed.
Tarlin being a gnome, or what he thinks a gnome would be.
Just a ball of chaos.
Just a small ball of chaos.
The party ball.
The party
Yes.
ball.
Not the business ball like normal.
You're continuing your path to head to the privy, right?
Yes, I go out north and then
So-
head to the west.
I need you to roll me a D12, please.
3.
All right. So you are able to make it to the door of the storeroom, which is down here. And through that storeroom, there's another door to where the privy is.
Are there any people in the storeroom?
Supplies are stored here in crates and containers. It looks like there is enough supplies here for like 6 months of operation. So, all of
What
your
kind of supplies?
well, like your dry goods, your
Whatever you smuggled into the prison, you know.
Toilet paper, tennis balls full of meth, you know.
Cigarettes.
Phones.
Usual.
mostly the stuff like the food stuffs that aren't like need cold storage would be in
Okay.
here. So like your flour, your staples, right?
500 cans. Bam.
Right.
Cool.
Um,
Well, to make it believable, I'll be a while.
sure. Got it. So you're heading into the actual privy.
Well, my plan is, as long as no one else is in this room, I want to get as much detail of this room as I can.
Okay.
Like, I want to search for secret exits. I want to search for loose floorboards. How is the ceiling? Like, can I get into the ceiling, air duct, Die Hard style, that kind of thing.
So give me an investigation check.
Cool. 3.
Oh, you also would have had to been using your ability to open these doors. Because all
Okay.
of these doors are...
Is this card swipe? Is it...
Well, remember, he gave you that ability to suppress the doors. When he gave
Yeah,
you
but
the
how does that
fragments.
work?
You approach the door and you suppress the arcane lock on it and walk through it.
Okay.
But the next door you do, The previous
Closes that one.
closes. Right.
So yeah, that's mostly what I'll be doing is practicing the timing of that.
Right. But looking through with that
Wonderful
with the intention
investigation
of figuring out anything about this room, you notice that all the doors and hatches are reinforced iron. The ceilings are all and walls are all stone. There is not really a method of crawling around this place surreptitiously.
Honestly, with that investigation check, I'm surprised you found the room.
Surprised you knew it was a door.
Right? Storage? Storage. Uh-huh.
must be Italian.
Right.
Storage! I am going to try and get myself assigned to the team of people that works with the prison, like delivers and cleans up the food, like between the kitchen staff and the prisoners. Does that make sense? Like gathering up all of the food to make the handoff to the guards and the prisoners, cleaning all the stuff off of those carts.
So what you start to see is that the mess hall, which is down one room south of you all, is where the food is brought out to by the prisoners and served to other prisoners that have come in for their meal, and they do that in shift and rotation.
Sure.
So they're not being fed in their cells; they're being fed in
Sure.
the mess hall.
Cafeteria.
Okay, that
But-
changes my.
But
whole
I'm
plan.
definitely, like I said, what I'd like to do is be some of the staff that is directly in contact with the prisoners. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
sure.
giving them the food as they rotate through their shifts and like that kind of
Gotcha.
cleaning off the trays, like doing that sort of thing. And while that's happening, I'd like to try and look at the prisoner rotation to see if prisoner 13 will be on mess detail anytime soon.
You don't have privy to any paperwork that tells you that. They don't have that sitting here because pretty much the cooks don't care who gets the
Yeah,
food.
sure, right,
You know what I
yeah,
mean,
like-
right. They're making
yeah,
the
yeah.
food. It's going to get picked up. So the question is, would you be able to discern which one of these prisoners is prisoner 13?
Oh, that's a good point. I haven't actually seen that person.
Are the prisoners labeled, like their jumpsuits have their number on them? Like a little name tag, like, hi, my name is prisoner 13.
Like spray painted on the back.
Be real fucking convenient, wouldn't it?
Right.
Count how many
Also, like-
dwarves are in prison.
Like on the combat tracker, if I looked at them, would it say prisoner 13?
How do you know that's Marcos? Well,
Well,
Tracker
you know,
told me it was Marcos.
It literally stabbed him and it said Marcos when I stabbed him. I don't know.
As a side note, after I made that flirtatious sort of flirtatious advance, I'm like quietly dying inside because it took so much out of me to try to be like that. I'm not going to talk to anybody for just a little while. I'm just going to kind of stare at my feet and wonder where that came from.
Gotcha.
Which wrong choices have led you to this point of your life?
Which wrong choices have led you to this point of your life?
What is happening with the...
That was me. Sorry, my phone started speaking.
Okay.
My bad.
My phone
That's okay.
started speaking. Sounded like it was
It was
speaking
speaking
in
in your
tongues.
tongues.
Bad
Yeah.
phone.
That was funny.
It is actually abjectly horrifying to hear your own voice when you are not expecting it. I just want to pose.
Nothing is worse than when I'm doing my nighttime doom scroll through TikTok and all of a sudden my voice is coming through the phone as I'm watching myself in a clip and I'm like, ugh.
I will occasionally scroll YouTube and see my big face smiling. I'm like, ah, no, why?
So all the prisoners wear the same thing. They wear loose-fitting clothing with no pockets whatsoever, with a small piece of rope for a belt to hold up their pants, kind of thing. and slip on look like booties of some type that are protecting their feet, but not much else. So no distinguishing numbers painted on their painted on them in any way, shape, or form.
May I just ask a sort of a housekeeping question?
Uh-huh.
What does this map mean by counselors to the south of the mess hall? What does that mean?
You didn't ask that question.
Yes, fair enough. I'm just trying to figure out what that means. It
You
doesn't
could
make any...
ask someone here.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
It's the meeting room where they get to meet with their lawyers.
It's off the mess hall. I'm guessing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that sounds right.
The Tal'Dorei
I'm willing
version
to-
of a glass window and a phone.
I'm willing to believe that. Yeah.
They're chained sending stones on either side of the window.
That's funny.
Excuse me, chef.
Yes.
Are there any prisoners that cannot come to the mess hall that we need to bring plates to, chef?
No, they all come to the mess hall and eat.
Oh, so they're all well-behaved prisoners.
Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, fights happen. Guards break it up. People might get, put in solitary confinement of some kind. I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. But no one gets blacklisted from the kitchen.
Okay.
They don't really want to screw up things here. We feed them.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Okay. Chef, when it is not cooking time, are we allowed to be somewhere that's not just our bunks? Are we,
I mean,
is there like a break room?
There's not really a break room per se. There's there's a courtyard, but usually the prisoners are in rotation going out to the courtyard to get exercise. I suppose if you want to, work out or do something like that, you could go out there, but I wouldn't recommend going out there when the prisoners are out there.
Maybe not. Okay. Well, good to know. Chef, what is your favorite thing to cook on the menu, chef?
My favorite thing to cook on the menu? I love a good jambalaya.
Oh, okay. I don't know that I've ever had jambalaya before.
Well, I mean...
Oh, it is very, very tasty.
Just Rodrigo coming up out of fucking nowhere, just like...
He just creeps up right next to you.
Very sneaky, sir.
He's the guy from Mr. Deeds. Just
the one who wants everyone to stab him in the foot? No, that's Mr. D.
I suppose I should explain what I've been doing.
Sure.
Rodrigo, I have been wandering through the kitchen, humming a lively tune, reading the room, so that I am altering my tone so that it is not annoying and yet just catchy enough so that it is acceptable. You understand? And every few moments, when I'm away from someone and may not bother, I will throw in a few words here and there, like about Sci-Fizzbop running to shit, and the chef Tulane flourishing the spices. And I will just be humming to myself and gathering this information and overhearing everything and helping here and there when I can. And yet, I am biding my time, because my true plan is to bring a plate of food upstairs in the tower to the warden.
All
Feel so
right.
bad about flirting with a guard now.
So Rodrigo is going to try to bring up the meal to the warden.
Whenever that might be, it could be hours
Okay.
away.
Sure. So at this point in time, it is lunch. Lunch is being fully served in rotation, and you would be able to be back if you would want to be by this point in time, Justin. Unless you were going to go somewhere else from the privy.
Nope. I'll make my way back so it's not overly suspicious.
On your way back, please roll me a d12.
Two.
All right. So you make it all the way back to the kitchen area and the mess hall area.
And this time I want to go south.
Okay.
Just so that I've gone around the entire ring to notice as much as I can.
Yeah. Not a problem. And you make it back to the kitchen area, and you are the only one who has any sort of physical description of prisoner 13.
And only their amazing forearms.
Correct.
So when Sai gets back to the kitchen, he just immediately looks at Chef Tulane and goes, "You know, there are 3 types of people in the world: those that are good at math, and those that aren't."
Oh. Yeah. That's good. I like that one.
Trina's just
Are you saying you dropped a number 2?
Uh-oh. Brandy is frozen. She just had a power blackout.
Oh no.
Not only frozen, but looks very disappointed in me.
Yes.
It's the librarian. That's the
probably
librarian.
is.
Yeah,
It's the judgy librarian look. Oh, the whole neighborhood went out.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good thing we were so close to finishing up for the evening anyway.
Yeah.
We didn't lose her for that long, but man, that's a bummer.
So eventually, you all can, with Tarlin's ability,
Let's not be too hasty. Not sure that counts as an ability.
well, with Tarlin's ability to have seen and possibly be able to recognize when prisoner 13 is coming to the mess hall.
Right.
You are able to identify prisoner 13 when they get there.
Look for the tattoos in Dwarven on the giant forearms.
Yeah. And you get a better look at prisoner 13. I'm going to pull that up. Where did it go? Where did it go?
I'm Sean. Look at my long flowing hair.
So you see her where she looks like
Oh, dang.
like that. She's smiling and seems to be just enjoying themselves, as it were.
I would like to surreptitiously indicate that is like give 2 coughs and a nod towards the hot redhead with the tattoos.
All right, welcome back, Brandy.
I can't see anything other than my phone, so
Yep,
I'm gonna wing it.
yep, that's okay. That's okay. Everybody is identified what Prisoner 13 has come to lunch in the mess hall. And
Okay.
Tarlin has indicated to everyone that that's Prisoner 13.
Brandy is doing Dicey After Dark.
Nice.
This is Dicey Unplugged.
Nice.
This is where we read Unfiltered Tusk Love.
Oh, no. No.
Chapter
Time, ladies and gentlemen.
So, is there anything anybody would like to do while the prisoner is having their lunch?
The blue-skinned woman crept slowly across the bed, eyes focused, smiling slightly. Yeah.
No, I hate it.
Can I? I'm flying blind here. Am I near any of my compatriots?
You can be.
Who am I closest to?
I mean, everyone's still kind of placed where they were, so it's not really.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask Ashrina because we have a Tusk Love thing going on. I'm gonna ask her. I can send a message. I can send message. Should I to to Prisoner 13? And if I do, what should I say?
That's not a bad plan.
She's in an anti-magic field.
No, she's in
Not
a
here,
mess hall.
not in the
She's
mess
Oh
hall.
yeah, that's true. That's right.
It's their cells that are anti-magic fields.
That's right.
You get message isn't the one that has a limit. I would
If I can
don't know.
see them, I can do it.
Yeah, maybe I would just let them know, like, hey, we're here to get this money so that the people can't ever have it again. How do we get into the vault? Type of deal.
We're here to.
No, I wasn't making a joke. That was.
We're here to help you finish what you started.
Yeah,
You know, give us the key.
Yeah, maybe just don't promise them escape because it's not looking good.
Right. So that's what I'll do.
I might not
I'll-
go to first for, hey, give us the key, right? We got to earn
Yeah.
some trust here, right? This person's been locked up for
Years.
Yeah.
so
When I
it's not
kind
like
of appeal to the side of this person that betrayed them. There's a reason for it.
possibly. Maybe they just want to watch the world burn. Maybe they like money. Maybe they didn't like the plan. Who knows? We don't know them at all. You can guess.
We're here to help finish what you started. Just start with that. Let them make of that what they will. It might tell us a lot what their reaction is.
Could be.
Maybe. I'm open for suggestion. I don't want to make this move without.
No, I think you play it how you
say what.
how you
Yeah,
think.
say what you're gonna say.
I'm just gonna say. This is Desdemona with the bread. My friends and I are here to help you finish what you started. does that? How do they react?
Message doesn't have a word counter, Scott.
Does it?
No, that's just sending.
Yeah, sending.
Oh,
Sending
okay.
is a 25 word message. You just have to be able to see them within 100 feet.
Okay.
Or know what they look like.
And they know inherently that they can answer back?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
think so.
Can they?
I don't know. You can reply to this message.
You can reply to this message.
Yeah.
You point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. So you have to say it out loud. The target hears the message, and only the target, and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. Okay, they can reply. You can cast it through solid objects, blah, blah, blah.
You can cast it if you know what they look like through solid objects.
Okay. So, she says, I need no help to finish everything I've started.
Well, shit.
And she's looking around the room trying to find you. So make me a stealth check if you're trying to not be seen by her.
I'm going to have to do it in my mind. I cannot roll anything.
Someone in one of your compatriots can roll for you. I'll look at your character sheet.
Not it.
I got it.
Okay, lady one.
I rolled a 9.
9 plus stealth would be 3, so that would be a 12. Let's see if she sees you.
Am I trying to hide?
That's what I'm asking.
You don't have.
I'm not really trying to hide. I mean...
You told her where you were.
What?
She said, I'm Desdemona with the bread.
Oh,
I
right.
did.
Sure. Okay, so if you're not trying to hide, she sees you and she makes eye contact with you and thinks back her reply, which you hear. Make me since you're within how many feet of her you have to be for this spell?
120.
120.
Okay. Well, you would be a lot closer because the room is not quite that big. Make me a investigation check. So go ahead again. Somebody else roll for Calhiri.
Did you just tell Ashrina she could not roll for me? Somebody else, you said?
No, I said somebody.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be somebody
Hey,
different.
somebody that isn't Brandy roll.
Right, yes.
One better. I rolled a 10.
That will also be a 13. Investigation.
At least I'm consistent.
You see several of her visible tattoos. There's obviously some dwarven script that you can't make out on her neck. There is some flames that you see sticking out of the back of her shirt on like her shoulder. There down her left arm you see black and gray smoke and shadows that run down onto her hand. There is a purple and blue knotwork on her right arm, and you can't really make out some of these others based on their locations and what she's wearing. So,
can I tell what the dwarvish script says?
You'd have to get closer to her.
No. I don't wanna.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll wait until we're getting closer to plate clearing.
Okay.
Okay, at the acknowledgement of seeing one another, I'm just gonna kind of leave the room.
Okay.
I'm just putting it out there and walking away.
Got it. Anybody want to do anything else?
Oh. So none of the people from the kitchen are going out into the mess hall room, right? Like everyone's staying kind of back here.
Well, I mean, Chalhiri just did. She walked
Anyone
through
who's
the
not
thread.
part of our party.
You don't see anybody doing that now.
I am going to.
There are guards in the mess hall
Mm-hmm.
that are watching people eat.
I am going to tell whoever I was near what she said back to me.
Okay.
All right, so make me a. You're gonna have to make me a stealth check to do that, because that was a lot of information. If you're trying to do it surreptitiously to your friends,
I can do it by sending a message again. It's a cantrip. I can do it.
Okay, and does message doesn't have a? What's the components on message? Anybody know?
You just
Visual
point and whisper.
A piece of copper wire.
Visual somatic material, which is a short piece of copper wire.
Which
So
my glasses are made from.
You would have to make a stealth check to do that, and not be seen by people doing it.
Okay. Somebody roll.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's been
Sure
rolled.
did.
We should end
You
for the
sure
night there and
that
let her look
Tusk
at that.
Love-
Did you just roll
connection?
one?
I rolled a 2.
You sure
doesn't
that
have
the
to have a
Tusk Love
negative?
connection is
Oh,
going to get us through?
The dice just hate me to.
One of the guards sees you doing that and starts walking in your direction, and that's where we'll end the session.
Is it the one I flirted with?
Nope.
I'm never
it's not
rolling
the one
again.
you flirted with. So that's where we'll end the session. Brandy, sorry about the blackout, but thank you for joining us, and you'll be with us again next week. Next week we are sans our elven dishwasher, so I will NPC the elven dishwasher.
I'll be washing those dishes real good, but Scott, I just want to let you know that the other thing that I smuggled into the prison is my poisoner's kit.
Hey.
Excellent.
And
knowledge.
truth serum can be made with the poisoner's kit and is ingested. Just throwing that out.
Excellent.
Well done.
Excellent.
Just throwing that out there.
That's
150
good
GP a
information.
Dose.
That's good information. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching us. It's been a lot of fun.
Real quick before we end, I need to know the privy in the tower. Does the shit fall all 160 feet? Like, are we talking like dropping a bomb, a frozen
Literally.
bomb?
Yes, it
everybody.
freezes on the way down because of how cold that chamber would be.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Imagine
Poopsicles.
sitting on that toilet, though.
Poopsicles.
Terrible.
Poopsicles.
Excellent poopsicles.
It's got a warmer in this